got to give ourselves to this struggle until the end. Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point in Memphis.
Hold up, he gonna get this work. He gonna get this work, nigga. Hold up.
Chill out, you heathen. I'm trying to make sure my goddamn mic is working. I don't see no book. What they say? Long no see. Yeah, we're good. What's going on? Yeah, I'm trying to get the family in it. Trying to get the gang back together. Can y'all hear me? Is my mic sounding all right? I'm surprised this shit still working. I ain't used it. So. What's going on, man? What's up with you? Nigga, Davion Farrow, what's up? Carlita, what's going on? Yeah. Come on in here. Shit. It sound good, say no more. I'm in the dough then. That's all I need, the thumbs up. Let my chat out. A lot of shit been going on, man. A lot of shit been going on. Can y'all hear that music? I feel like I'm the only one can hear that shit. Oh yeah, let me see if y'all can hear that shit. Check it out. Oh, y'all can hear that shit. Yeah, long time no fucking see, man. I gotta get back to this shit. Man. Black Atheist rants on YouTube, nigga. Let me give it a minute. What time is it? 10:46. Oh shit. I'll start talking about 10. You can get in nigga 4 more minutes. I'll start talking in a minute. Everybody ain't in this bitch. You can hear that shit in the background? Yeah. Man, I got that shit off TikTok, man. I was listening. I was on TikTok. I was like, damn, that shit kind of I said, yeah, I fuck with that. So I screen record that bitch and put it behind my shit. I need some light in this motherfucker. What that look like? That shit's great. That shit's great. Hey, ignore the jacket. I'm working on. Ignore the jacket. I'm working on something. It's something in the works. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm trying to put something out there. Just y'all gotta hold on. This something. It ain't come out how I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little something. I'm working on a new design though, cause I ain't fucking with this one. I'm gonna come up with some new shit. All right, guys. Let me see. 10:48. I'm really late though. I was supposed to be on this bitch by 9:30, but I was doing some shit. What's going on? And this YouTube shit not easy. I swear to God, this shit is not easy. I've been missing in action for too long. We're gonna get this shit back popping though. Yeah, sub to my shit, nigga. You know, still fuck God, fuck religion. I'm hard on that shit. I promise ain't shit changed, but a chicken wing, man. Man, it break my heart. I leave YouTube. I come back. Everybody believe in God now. They done turned the new leaf out here, man. Nah, I'm back. I'm gonna get back to this YouTube shit though, man. Yes, sir, man. You know, I ain't you know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. God's been using me. I'm tired. Hey, I'm sick of taking breaks. Real time. I've been saying this shit. Every time I go live, I say the same thing, man. I'm done taking breaks, man. I'm finna really get back to this shit though. But this shit is not easy. I promise it ain't. Cause like, you know, I'm a police officer during the daytime. So y'all just don't know how hard it is to do that shit all fucking day. And then think you finna come home and do this. But mind over matter, you know what I'm saying? Niggas really gotta just like stop thinking so much and just fucking click these buttons and do it. Like, just do this shit. I don't give a fuck if you gotta wake. I gotta wake up at 7. I don't care. Hey, I'm on this bitch. So I'm just gonna stop thinking about it so much. Can't wait for the perfect moment. You gotta seize the opportunity now. Just take it. Just take this shit. I be in this bitch like, man, I'm gonna do this shit tomorrow. Or nah, I'm gonna come in this bitch. I wanna wait till I get this. Like, okay. I was complaining that I needed a new laptop. I got a new laptop. Now I'm finding other reasons why I need I don't like this mic. I don't like this mic, but I'm giving you an example. I don't like the mic, or I want a better camera. I do want a better camera. I do want a better mic, but I'm just giving you examples of shit that'll talk you out of doing this shit. Like, you thinking like, man, the amount of money I was making at one point doing this shit, y'all would be like, damn, little nigga, you on point. I swear, I'm like, yeah, this shit live, but you just when you find excuses, you gonna keep finding them. If you find one, you're gonna find them all. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, look, I just told myself today, I wrote that shit down in my note. I said, bro, look, man, it don't matter what you do, whatever, press record, press go live. That's what. So I'm here by the grace, nigga, by the grace of God. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Carpe diem. Hey, seize the motherfucking day. I think I know what that means, and I only seen it in school, but I think that means seize the day, right? Let me Google that. Carpe diem. Hey, and I'm working on my second album too. Carpe diem. What do it mean? Seize the day. Yep, that's exactly what it means. As soon as I saw it, I said, I know what that means. What's going on, man? What's up, Neil? Long time no see. But yeah. So let me cut this fucking music off because it's hard for me to get. It's hard for me to talk seriously with this shit playing in the background. I'd be so relaxed and chill. I'm gonna pause this shit though. But I've been doing some. Your album hard, bro. Been playing it to this whole month. Hey, ain't gonna lie to you though. It took me 2 long, hard years. I cried over that album. I cried making it because I was like, man, I can't find the words or it don't sound right. When I eat, I'm a texture type of person. And when I hear shit, I'm like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to music. So it's like that shit I put out in the beginning when we were doing the mixtapes. I listen to it now and I'm like, bro, I could have sounded so much better if I had this and had this and had this. So I'm like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that music shit. If it take me 4 years, it took me 2 years to make that album because if every time I heard it, I'm like, bro, they don't sound right. Nope, scrap. I'm talking about I delete the whole thing. Studio time is not cheap. I was paying. God, come on, man. I was paying dollars for that shit. Man, I go to the studio, like, man, that shit don't sound right. Do it over. Scrap the whole thing. So it took me a long time, but my time away from YouTube, I've been reading a lot. I've been watching a lot of shit. I've been researching and digging deep. I don't want to be inside of an echo chamber. Whatever that's what they call it. I don't like those because it's like you're only affirming what I already think of. When we're in an echo chamber where everybody agree and everybody share the same view, is like that's no fun. You know what I'm saying? I like to be challenged. I like to be scrutinized for what I ridicule for what I think. You know, I've been learning a lot of new shit. I've been really, you know what I'm saying? I'm still hard on religion. It's still fuck your God and fuck what you believe, but I'm open. I'm more open now to like hearing it. At first I ain't want to hear it. Even though I do think it's bullshit, I think it's gonna be bullshit after you spit it out. But I'm more like now I'm like, let me hear it. Let me hear you out. You know what I'm saying? And so I got this new fucking laptop that's powerful. This MacBook this motherfucker do everything under the sun for what it's worth. It's probably the best thing you could buy if you're doing YouTube for real. And I done threw the Chromebook away. So this is a powerful computer and I'm able to do a lot more with it. And we finna pump some videos out. It's gonna be a lot of reactions, a lot of it's gonna I have a playlist on my YouTube channel and it's called React to These. And I just go deep into looking for videos that I might not agree with, or I've been finding a lot of videos that's like controversial. And it's like it's taboo, or it's like it's treacherous waters and shit. I'm like, man, I don't care. I want to spread this. I want to give my view on it. I want to hear the view on it. Could I be wrong? I'm okay with being wrong about shit. And you know what I'm saying? I've been like my time away from YouTube. I ain't just been pitter patter and playing on my thumb. It's so many books piled up right here. If I could pick this damn camera, it's so many books I'm reading. I'm really trying to because we can't. Okay, at some point it's only so much for God I could do. Eventually I'm gonna have to start like, being able to articulate and break this shit down to where like, even though I can already do that, I just want to be able to do it on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? I want to raise my intellect when it comes to this shit. Like, I don't think me personally, and I know there are people who are different because I've seen their videos where they're like, they used to be an atheist, but now they believe in God. I don't think I'll ever get to that point because even if you do provide evidence to me, or even if God can come back tomorrow, I still wouldn't worship. I still wouldn't accept it. And it's not because it wouldn't be true at that point. Even if it is true, I can't accept it just off the strength of, you know what I'm saying, what it I said it in one of my raps. I said, if it's God's timing, it's too early and too late. And what that means for me is I don't give a fuck if he come back today. I don't care if he heal it. I don't care if he cure all diseases and depression tomorrow. That's too late. You're too late. You done already let this shit go. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to believing in God, you could say I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe it's like a nihilist or something. I'll never believe. I won't say I'll never worship. I'll never pray to it. You can't, you never. You're gonna have to cut my head off and put that bitch on the spike. I ain't praying to that shit. But I do think we need to because okay, I like at this current moment, I don't think if I was to debate you on religion, I think I'd probably be like, I might hear you out. I might. What the fuck was that? Oh, my goddamn computer done. I might hear you out. I might play along with it for the sake of argument. But at the same time, like, man, can we just, this is some bullshit. And I want to try to, like, expand a little bit, because it's more than just Christianity and Islam, but it's other shit out here. It's more nuance to it than that. I just kind of been, I've been doing a little research on everything, not just religion, but politics and maybe other beliefs people hold or other shit people believe in. I've been really looking into some shit, and I want to be able to, because, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how people gonna take it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, what can't nobody whoop my ass? Can't nobody? Come on, man. Like, I don't care about what other people think of me, because that don't matter to me. So what I'm gonna say is this: like, if you ask me, I don't think I'm left wing, right wing, liberal, or Republican, or Democrat. I don't, because when I, you know what I'm saying, when I the thoughts on the new House Speaker. What the fuck is that? Okay, hold up. Before I get into that, give me 1 second. I don't think I'm left wing. I'm more left wing than right wing, but when the right makes sense, they make sense. When the left makes sense, they make sense. When they don't make sense, they don't make sense. And when you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not black and white for me. I'm more of some things I am very, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess some things I agree and disagree on a lot of different shit. And it's like, I don't know. You can't paint me in a box. You can say, I don't know. When that live stream or video comes, you'll understand what I'm saying. Right now, I'm just putting it on the wall because a nigga, it's just, we out here, But I think critically of everything. Like, let's say I was, like, just because I'm whatever XYZ, that doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with everything that. Just because you're atheist, that don't mean you have to agree with everything. It's a problem. Most shit me and other atheists don't agree on. There are a lot of atheists who, respect religion, but they don't believe. But they are respect. I don't. I know for a fact I don't. Never will. Because while you're just too busy trying to tiptoe and watch your step and respect their beliefs, I mean, y'all, I gotta, bro. It's this dude on TikTok, and I joined his live stream. His name is Josh something. He had like 700 people watching, and I asked him. I said, "If God told you to, would you come and kill me?" And he said, "Yes." In front of, we had like 1,000 people watching the live. He said, "Yes." So I want you to understand, and I'm gonna do a video on that too. But I want you to think about it for a minute. Like, I understand there's some atheists who want to respect this and that. Bro, if left to their own devices, they would follow that book word for word, y'all. That book tells them to kill y'all, kill us. So, there's some atheists that want to respect religion, and that's cool. I don't, though. Never will. What amazes me is that we can have civil, structured discourse about something that's not civil and structured. People talk about the Bible like it's a book of wisdom and knowledge, but everything that it speaks of that's knowledgeable exists outside of the book. I mean, show me where else we're talking about burning people if you thought they were witches and shit. Like that only comes from religion. That don't exist on its own. I've never seen nobody. It's what is it Sunday? Is people working? Let's go kill them. Like that don't happen unless religion is involved. You know what I'm saying? If without religion, we would still kill each other, but it'd be over some shit like, oh, you got too much wheat or cauliflower or broccoli on your plate. I want some of your broccoli. I like steak. You got too much steak. Share yours with me. And if you don't give me none, I'll come kill you and take yours. That's shit like that. Shit, like think about what animals in the wild fight over. Territory and space and who's the alpha male and this is my deer to eat. You know, shit like that. We would fight over food and maybe shelter and land or something without religion. But with religion, motherfuckers will kill you over. Are you working when you supposed to be off? Dead. Are you praying to a different God? Dead. Or you don't believe? Dead. Or you disobedient? Dead. Like it's a lot of you can show. It's more ways. It's more reasons. I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna read the comments. We already got enough reasons to go around killing each other. I mean, shit. I might have to shank me a nigga for a steak, you know, because I love steak. Hold on, wait a minute. I like the ribeye, you know. You gotta come up off that sirloin. I might, you know. Hey, it get ugly by the 4 for 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know. Nigga, have you had a strawberry Minute Maid lemonade? Yeah, I would kill over one of those. But okay, right. But when it comes with religion, you add to that. Like we already got enough reasons to try to kill each other. I might not like your height. Nigga, why your elbow look like that? You know what I'm saying? I can find reasons to come slaughter me a motherfucker. So you ain't gonna you shouldn't come add to that. You know what I'm saying? Don't add to that. Cause I'm already fucked up in the head. I might slime you out over grilled cheese. It's cold outside. You know, a bowl of chili and the grilled cheese mean everything in the wintertime. So you know what I'm saying? So I already got reasons to come and kill you. You might as well just leave it at that. Why you gonna add religion and make it worse for me? Now I gotta come kill you if you don't believe in my God, or you wearing mixed fabrics, or you eat fish, and my God told me to do it, or you didn't circumcise your nutsack, so I gotta come. You see what I'm saying? I mean, God damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that for a minute. Like, damn, nigga. But see, I'm a real one. I'm a real nigga, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I will come and kill you for a steak. That's facts. But I can't see myself slaughtering you because you want to work while on your off day and shit. You know, religion just takes all this shit and makes it worse. You know, religion poisons everything. R.I.P. to the GOAT. Religion poisons everything. Let me read the. Let me read what y'all talking about in this joint, man. My nigga have to go kill you about that steak, man. For real. I'm dead serious. I don't play about no food. But now let me see. What they talking about? I take everything with a grain of salt. That's facts. That's fact. I never understood why a powerful God needed us little people to worship him. So I watched a video on this, and the guy was like, God created us to spread his love because God is love, and some man, I got so many fucking videos for y'all to see. Y'all gonna be like, man, what the man, ain't gonna lie. What going on, Lay Slay? Man. What is it? God said knowledge is sin, right? Anti-nationalism. Well, I'm not. I know y'all. Listen, this okay. I know y'all view me as this intellect. I promise. I don't even know nothing about that. I'm not as smart as I appear. Anti-nationalism. Let me hold up. Give me a sec. What's that? Anti-nationalism is a philosophical. Scrap that. Ignore that. I can read, motherfucker. Ignore that. Anti-nationalism is a philosophical position that opposes birth. It is the belief that having children is what the fuck? Anti-nationalists argue that humans should abstain from having children to prevent the potential child from suffering or to prevent the potential child from causing others to suffer. Okay. Let me pull your comment back. Damn, I'm too close to that motherfucker. Let me pull your comment back up so I wanna respond to that. Okay. So Leslie asks, what is your thoughts on anti-nationalism? And if this definition is correct, I don't agree with this, and I think this is more of a okay. This is why I want to answer this question, because I'm going to show you something. This is what I believe. So people ask me, well, if you don't believe in God, what do you believe in? And my answer to that is, well, I believe in people. I believe in us. I believe in, as depressing as it is to talk about all this. This is why I don't watch the news too. You know, they always show us who died, who killed, who murdered, who went to jail, who done mass shooting, and I understand why they're showing us that, but you have to give people hope. It's so many people out here that's doing good, that's about change, that want to come together. They need a spotlight too. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just put the spotlight on death and murder and injustice and cruelty and shit, even though that is important. But you know what I'm saying? Good people need a spotlight too. I feel like if you do good in your community, that shouldn't go under the radar. You and a group of friends getting together and picking up trash in the neighborhood means everything. It means the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is more of a, I don't know about this one, because I understand why they would reach this conclusion, because there is a lot of suffering, there's a lot of pain in this life we live. But I'm gonna say this though. I believe, I don't know for a fact, but I believe this life is worth living. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's painful. You're gonna cry sometime. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of bullshit, but I mean, it's a lot of shit that happens in this lifetime that's, man, it's worth living. Meeting friends. Have you had a hug, nigga? Like a hug? Man, a hug will fuck around and stop traffic. I ain't lying. A good hug, shit. You turn a mass shooter to a missionary. I ain't lying. A good hug will change a person's life. Cause I done had some hugs. I'm like, man, look, I was gonna smack the shit out of somebody. I was gonna smack the shit out of somebody down the chain. I done got a hug. I'm straight. So that's how I look at that. I don't agree with that at all, though. You know, and I would have to, we should find. I want to find. I mean, remember, I need my damn. I need a notebook for this. I'm gonna find some videos on. I ain't got no pen. Oh, hold on. Let's find some videos on that shit. Hold on. I gotta write that in my little notebook. Clean page. Anti. I have to write that down. We'll come back to that. Let me read what you motherfuckers talking about. All right. God said knowledge is. Oh, I already read that. Let me go down some more. Barfing go in. I should go in. I ain't gonna do it just yet though. It's finna heat up. This man right here. My boy. Is it? Yeah, gotta get you a notebook now. Violence and misery is $1 billion. Yeah. I recently found but I didn't know this, and if you did know this, then you just smart as shit. I didn't know that war is profitable. Like I didn't know that I didn't know that, because I was under the impression that the whole point of them going to war so they can take money from the, but everybody make money when we go to war like this. Like when people go to war, like we make money. I didn't know that. I thought we lost money until recently when I actually like heard a video, then paused the video and went and did some research on it. These motherfuckers is banking on our pain and misery in war. Like they make money when we do that shit. See, I was in the military at one point, but if people ask, damn, nigga, cup, I'm parched, nigga. That shit's so fucking good, god damn. But nah, I was in the military and I was thinking, okay, they gonna lie to me. They gonna lie to me and tell me some bullshit while I'm really going to war. When I do go over there, I'm fighting for a country I don't really fuck with. And I'm fighting against other poor people who ain't even got shit. So it's like, I'm not doing it. I mean, if you rich and powerful and you feel like another country, then you take your ass over there and you and Joe Biden and them, y'all can go jack it out with Vladimir and all them. Why y'all sending us? I don't want to be a soldier. At least if you're going to send, matter of fact, I don't mind fighting for my country. I don't mind fighting for my people, but just keep it 100 with me, man. We want their resources. That's why we fighting them. And let me make an informed decision. Don't lie to me like they got weapons of mass destruction. We know you want their resources, big bro. Why you just can't keep it 100? I might even go over there and shoot the little pistol if you tell me why I'm really going over there. They want to lie to a nigga. I ain't fighting for this country. Stop the cap. Fuck this country. And really, fuck all these countries. I'm proud. I'm proud to be a descendant of these amazing motherfucking people that made it through this shit that we done came from. That's what I'm proud to be a part of. I don't know nothing about this motherfucking country. They done lied. I mean, and this is what I was saying earlier. Man, god damn, man. Nigga ass. Get that out, nigga. Hold up. Let me work. Hold up. Let me work. You know what I'm saying? Hear me out. And I'm like, this shit really break me down. It break me down because, okay, as smart as I think I am, I swear I think I'm the smartest nigga walking. And then you watch a video and realize, bro, you don't know shit about shit. They've been lying to a nigga his whole life. And like, you want me to be proud to be from a country that I don't even know what the fuck really going on. It's some whole other shit. You think it's one thing, and then you man, these motherfuckers on some more shit. I mean, these countries, these rich and powerful banks, these rich and powerful families, these motherfuckers is for real controlling this shit. And if you don't think that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, big bro. These folks got their hand on us. This what I'm telling you, cuz the only thing you can control is you and how you respond and how you react and how you treat. That's why I be treating people so good. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker think because you the police, you finna brute who? I already told, hey, look, ain't no I swear to God, ain't no police brutality with me. You want who? Play that shit you want to. You gonna see the video of me smacking the shit out of all my partner. I don't play that shit. If you approach somebody and they not breaking no laws and shit, come correct, nigga. I don't give a fuck because you wear a badge. These humans too. What's up, family? Y'all can't stand right here. We can come down here and talk to me. We can't stand right here. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? If they not breaking the law, hey, look, how y'all doing today? No, man, we straight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, y'all can't stand right here. Let's roll. We can walk down a little bit to talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't. There is no problem. Y'all ain't did nothing wrong, but just come off the way right quick. Meet people on their level and talk to them like they, like they human. You ain't got to be on all that tough ass shit, bro. Like, and cause okay, and I'm getting off topic, but I'm not. I'm gonna bring it on around. So we was in training, and they knew I was a skilled fighter or whatever. So they asked me like, "What you think is the problem with you know, the interaction between police officers?" And I told them, I said in front of them, and I'm look. one thing about me, listen, cut. Ain't nobody gonna whoop me in no fight. You're not beating me unless you Brock Lesnar and friend Anderson Silva. You're not beating me. So I can say what the fuck I want. Who gonna whoop my ass? So I got up in front of everybody, about 24. I told them, I said, look, the real issue is ain't nobody, the officers are not, they don't know how to fucking fight, and they're not in shape. So every interaction they have with somebody on the street, they feel like their life is in danger. Man, I can walk up to anybody and be like, look, what's up, family? Y'all straight? I don't have nothing to prove because I know you can't whoop me. I don't have nothing to prove because my life is not in danger. If I ask you to move, if I need to move you, my life ain't in danger. So I don't have to come on no tough shit. The people that gotta come like that, they weak. If you push them too hard, they might fall fucking around. And they done showed us so many videos in training where the cops get into it and they fall. How you falling as an officer? What you tripping over? This ain't a scary movie, nigga. Get up. You can't fight. So every interaction, every encounter, your life is in danger. I don't even know how I got on this topic. I don't forget why. Anyway, what the fuck was I even talking about? But the moral of the story is, I don't fucking know. I have no idea what I was talking about. I swear to God. I have no idea what I was. Man, I have no clue what the fuck I was just. Oh. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. What the fuck am I talking about right now? I swear to God, I don't know what I was. What is the main point of what I was trying to say? Oh yeah. Okay, the war and shit. They lied to us about every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, hey, you can clearly see I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I swear to God. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. Man, niggas. Man, I don't know what. Man, I lost my whole train of thought. I got it. That's why. Anyway, but the other moral of the story. The other moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. How you had not? I ain't even see you come in. you know, snuck in my chat. All right, man. Get out of here. Might say, Memphis, cuz, what going on, cuz? What's up, man? Damn, what's going on with you? But nah, they lying to y'all. They lying to us about everything. But they ain't lying to me because I don't believe shit. Shit, you can tell me the sky blue out. No, it ain't. Prove it. God damn it, I don't believe shit. I don't believe shit, man. But yeah, they lying us about a lot of shit. A lot of information that they're suppressing shit. We've been lied to, and you don't really know what's real. I recommend everybody, man, if you have a home or you own a home, nigga, plant you a garden or something. Get you some herbs and plants and plant that shit. Cause ain't nothing real. Shit, a motherfucking, you can sit a burger out in the motherfucking sun, that bitch gonna last 30 years. I know y'all seen that shit. The burger, they put the burger outside, that motherfucker, real food molds because bacteria eats real food. If the bacteria won't eat it, why the fuck are you eating it? You know what I'm saying? Think about that shit, man. So, and this is, I don't, not to get off topic, but I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to eat right. And when I say eat right, I mean like, man, fruits and vegetables as much as possible every day if I can. Like, get that shit in your, like, hey, And it's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we atheists. Yeah, we saying fuck God and fuck religion, but hey, we still need some structure and some discipline, obedience, and shit. Like, don't get this shit twisted now. We ain't finna be just out here willy-nilly and doing what the fuck we want. Niggas still gotta have a routine. Get some pride about yourself. Get some decency and some composure. Get some a sense of urgency with your health, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just bash religion. I'm here to wake motherfuckers up and lead them the right way. You know, I'm leading by example. I go to the gym every fucking day. I'm working out probably 5 or 6 times a week. I'm eating right at least 5 days a week. In 2 days, I pig out like a fucking hog. But don't get this shit twisted. Now, yeah, we say fuck religion and how they trying to make us all conform, but we still need some routine and discipline, nigga. I have a daily routine, a schedule. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be on point. We ain't just, you know, because we gotta, you know, they always tell us we gotta replace that with something. If we take away that structure religion gives people, we got to replace that with something. We got to have something for them to come to. You know what I'm saying? A schedule, a daily such and such. You can't just be out here. Well, you don't took my religion. I don't believe in God no more because you shown me how this is some bullshit. So now what I do? Nigga, you still need to take care of your mind and your body because that's all you got. Your mental and your your physical health, nigga. You can say what you want about my statement, but what is true. That's true. That's facts. Scientifically proven. If you exercising daily and shit, you're gonna be on point. Like I don't care. I mean, I don't listen to me, and I mean in front of. I don't have time to work out. I don't. I have a million fucking books to read. I have a million fucking things to do. My brother in jail. My mama just had a baby. My fucking family all over the place. I don't have time to do this shit. I got 100 motherfucking things that I could be doing. And guess what I do? You gotta break that shit down. Like, man, look, like what I'm doing now. I had to say fuck it. I'm just gonna press record. You gotta get to that shit. Like, don't make time for that shit. Yo, down that like I look at eating right and going to the gym. That is my relaxation. That is my downtime. That is my time to relax and wind down. It is for real. Like, take care of that now. But that's another topic anyway. I just get off topic all the time, out top of shit. Hell yeah, you got to, cause I mean they're poisoning us, y'all. They're poisoning us for real. And my favorite type of food is I love and forgive me if I'm not using the correct term. I love Mexican food, and it's because I love LOVE. I love LOVE. I love onions and cilantro and fucking avocado and tomato, man. That shit. Have you had that shit together, nigga? That shit is oh my. I love Mexican food. I love the way that spices and shit. Man, find you a good restaurant that serves one of them small restaurants, not them big corporation jobs where everything everything being brought in a bag and shit. You need to get you like find you a little spot where like you know they in that bitch making that shit with love. Like yeah, it's meat and shit, but it's like some real shit. You know, if I ask you what's your favorite restaurant, McDonald's, no, stop it. You're we're past that. Come on now. Get you a look, you know. I ain't saying you can't go eat nothing because trust me, I'm a pig. Shit, I got a piece in there right now. You don't believe me? Big ass piece in there. But I still make sure I, you know, take care of my health and shit. Hell yeah. Do that shit. That's facts. That's facts. Do that shit. Dwayne just said he just had a colonoscopy last month and they found, oh shit. Hell yeah. I ain't even see that comment. Man, bro, look at you. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You cannot go wrong with putting peppers and garlic and shit on your food. Not the salt, not the shit you season it with, like actual garlic that you chopping up. But that shit do something to your insides. Have you had a fucking like
man, just try that shit one day for real. You see what I'm drinking on? This is water. This ain't no juice or nothing. You gotta drink, drinking water and shit. Cause I want to look. We can't just be saying shit like, oh, we're better off without religion. We gotta prove it. Show it to them. Damn, you mean to tell me y'all still take care of your bodies and work out and eat right and live a healthy, wealthful, cheerful, exuberant life without religion? How you do that? It's because, like, we don't need. I'm trying to prove to them you don't need religion to have structure in your life. You don't need God. What the fuck? How low do you have to think of yourself to think you can't do all this shit without a fucking God? All right. I cannot stress to you how sick of this shit I really am. I can't stress how sick of this shit I really am. You will never know. You will never know the depths of how tired of religion I am. Like every fucking where you turn, this shit is everywhere you look. Every step you fucking take, every piece of air you breathe is something about God. And I'm annoyed. I'm fucking annoyed. It's so fucking annoying. It's a nuisance to my existence. Where you get your morality? Shut up, bitch. That's where I get my morality from. Whole ass motherfucker. That's where I get it from, bitch. Now what? What you gonna do about that? Sick of this. I'm so sick of religion. Man, you motherfuckers don't know, bro. I'm sick of this shit, man. Like, let me sit back. Hold up. I feel my I get stressed thinking about this shit. My stress level going up. But no, this shit is sick, man. On every level. I don't care. I don't care if a crackhead gave his life to Christ and now he's a better person. I don't care about that shit. Because if that crack, see, and this the part people be forgetting about their religion. They love to talk about how God is gonna bring you out of this or God gonna protect you from that, and they leave out the part where if you follow the book word, okay. If you don't want me to follow the book word for word, then that need to be the first thing that come out your mouth. Hey, look, I have a book that I believe in, but don't follow it word for word. If you don't want me to follow everything that book says, that needs to be the first thing come out your mouth before you proselytize, before you spread it. Hey, look, y'all, we got a book over here. You can only follow 40% of it because the rest is fucked up. Didn't say that. But they talk to us. They talk to us like this is the be all end all to our existence. And so I'm going to hold them to that. So if you bring me a situation where somebody was on crack and selling drugs and smelling like ass, but they turned all that shit around and gave their life to Christ, I'm going to remind you, I'm not taking away from their experience because them getting off drugs is fucking amazing. But I got to remind you that if they follow the book word for word, y'all, that's my whole point, verbatim. The word verbatim. Let me show y'all what that word means. Verbatim. What the fuck that word means? Verbatim means in exactly the same words as were used originally. If you follow the book verbatim, meaning don't interpretate it, do exactly what it says word for word. Your ass is you're gonna if one person followed that book to the T, that person would eventually wipe out everybody on the planet. Literally. If one person had the power to follow that book word for word, meaning you could go wherever you want, you could do whatever you want, you can do you're in a position to do everything the book tells you to do, you'd wipe out the whole fucking population because you have to kill people who don't believe in your God. You have to kill them. You have to kill people who work on the Sabbath. You have to stone non-believers. You have to stone disobedient kids. I told you, if they thought you were a witch as a woman, if they thought you were a witch, they burned you at the fucking stake. So don't be talking about no crackhead getting off crack. When you should be talking about people who, if left to their own devices, if you just leave me with the Bible and tell me to do everything it says, I'm going to be a fucking mass murdering serial killer. I'm going to be a serial killer who fucking tortures and controls every. That's what this leads to. You can't tell me it doesn't. I don't give a fuck about your New Testament. I don't care about no proverb or no Psalm of Solomon. I don't care about David, Goliath, Adam, Eve, Rebecca, Nebuchadnezzar. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What does the Bible instruct you to do, word for word? Let's not get to I don't care about no fucking feeding 1,000 people with. That don't move me. I'm a real nigga. You can't move me about. How you gonna move me to about you fed 1,000 people when it's millions starving? How you gonna move me over giving this group this? You help them find their keys and you help them get that new job. It's millions on the street. It's millions starving. It's millions ain't got nowhere to stay. What we talking about, Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not impressed by feeble, weak shit. If you say you're gonna be my God, prove it, nigga. Show me something. Show me something we can't do. Snap your fingers and boof all this shit away. Can you do it? You can't. What we talking about then? Your God ain't awesome. Your God regular weed. It's supposed to, what Cat Williams say? It said on a bag, regular weed. This some regular shit they talking about. My bad, but y'all so I'm saying. You got a motherfucker, he never took baths, y'all. Now he smells sanctified and holy. Well, okay, now tell him to follow the rest of the book. Let's see what we lead. You know what I'm saying? There is yeah. Yeah, I know that. And you wanna know what's funny though, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You wanna know what's funny? If you smell what I'm cooking, just check this out. What makes it worse is they killing each other over some shit. We have look. I want y'all to feel me on this shit. Like let's get serious. Feel me on this shit. We've gotten to the point where they can knock on your door at 7:30 sharp, nigga, in the morning. Let me get serious, because that's a joke. I'm supposed to be knocking early, but let me get serious. Listen to me. We're at a point where they can knock on your door, ask you, have you heard the good news? Run up to you while you at the mall shopping for goods and clothes and shit. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? They see you on the street. They're very polite about their God, very cordial. You know, they want you to find God in a peaceful way. But that's now, y'all. That's not how we got here. I hate that they make so many movies and shows that we're forgetting shit, y'all. We're forgetting the key parts of the religion. The only religions that are popular now, the only religions that have lasted and stood the test of time are the ones that got their point across with violence and fear and bloodshed, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking peaceful protest type shit. This is not what Martin Luther King was doing. See, black people, man. I'm gonna tell you what we did. We took some horrible shit and made that shit look good. Now they actually have you heard the good news. Now we got, you know what I'm saying, symbols of hope in the church. That's not how we got this. That's not how this came to us. I don't give a fuck if it originated in Africa. I don't even give a fuck if Jesus Christ himself was black. That makes it worse. How did this shit spread? They went to war. They slaughtered fucking people. Do you understand what I'm telling you? This is not something everybody woke up one day and said, let's agree on this shit. No. They killed. They murdered. They went to war over this shit, y'all. You got your fucking head chopped off if you didn't believe in it. I feel like I repeat this every time I go live. You got your head chopped off if you didn't believe in that God at one point. What are we talking about? So, dude, I'm not saying go around smacking the shit out of religious people, although if that was legal, you damn sure I'd be doing that. I'm not saying treat them unfair or unkind, but just watch that nice shit. Watch how much grace you give them, because if it was up to them and their God, you would not get that same grace. I told y'all, the dude, we went live on TikTok. The man told me in front of thousands of people that if God told him to, he would come and kill me. And he's a nice person, but that shit is what I'm telling you is my point. Religion will make good people do shit like that. Otherwise, otherwise great person who wouldn't harm a fly. Put that religion in front of them, they're gonna break you for that shit. You get gutted out. And I'm not saying treat religious people wrong, but nigga, you need to be training. You need to be able to handle yourself, because one of these motherfuckers wake up in the middle of the night talking about God told them to go door to door and blow everybody's head off who got a nightlight on. You need to be ready to defend, nigga. This shit for real. These bro, we ain't too far from this shit. They say the earth was created 6,000 years ago. No, it was not. But that's when they was going kill. You know, we ain't too removed. We ain't too far gone from when motherfuckers used to get killed for this shit, man. So you need to stay on guard and stay ready. Cause I'm quick to listen. You do one thing you don't got to worry about is, you know how they be like, and what I'm telling you is fucked up, but I'm saying, you know how they be like, people, you know, they go to the missus. Man, listen, a racist white person could never. They're not getting me. I don't have to worry about coming up missing. Ain't no Ku Klux, man. You gonna all right? Play with this shit you want to. I don't have, man, look, I can go where the fuck I want to go. Unless you got a grenade or a suicide bomb, you're not beating me. I can shoot this motherfucking pistol too. I can shoot yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for war too. Man, look, they gonna have their hands full taking me down, because I'm gonna walk up. Hey, fuck your religion, bitch. Come do something about that. Come get your hands dirty about your God. Hope, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill you. Hey, man, fuck these guys, dog. It's people, but it's people that'll kill you over their beliefs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see atheists want to debate. Okay, yeah, you do that. And while you trying to debate, in other countries, motherfuckers getting blown to smithereens over these guys. You want to talk cordial and peaceful. Let's break down what you believe, man. Fuck what these folks believe. For real. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck what they believe. Imagine us debating with a racist on why they hate blacks. We ain't debating that shit. Anybody ain't under the debate. We wouldn't even give them a platform. And yet I'm gonna get demonetized for saying fuck God. But religious people, they get the whole shebang. And they will get demonetized too if they get to talking too reckless. But we will first though. Everything that come in my mouth is hate speech. Stop the cap. But it's 11:40. I've been live for literally an hour, almost an hour. So yeah, they call it blasphemy. But this is crazy. My goal, I'm gonna try to, let me see. I'm gonna tell you what I need to do. What I really need to do is get off of this live stream and make a video so I can post it tomorrow. Because if I make the video tomorrow, I won't be able to post it until the next day, because you got to edit it and all that shit. So I'm debating on what I want to do. But I think I don't know. I gotta get up in the morning. Yeah, it's hard being a YouTuber, nigga. Because you have to make time for this shit. Evolution gives us all we need to figure out morality. Does it support the advancement of the human species without prejudice against groups of humans? Yes, equals good. No, equals evil. Well, let me add to that. I want to add to what you just said. Think about this. Other animals protect and care for and feel, and they get, they have emotions too. We're like, where do they get their morality from? I mean, you could say some shit like, well, other animals. I mean, like, look if God is talking only to us about morality and love, why are other animals displaying that shit? You know what I'm saying? We're not the only species. We're very arrogant and cocky. Like, they swear morality comes from God, but it's like, bro, animals that don't even know your fucking God is doing this shit. Animals that don't even believe in no God, like, they can't even do, like, they don't even have that type of mental, like, they're doing this shit. A dog or a fucking bear is quick to protect their own. Now you can say some shit like, well, wild animals are different from us. How so? We kill each other too. In cold blood. Motherfucker walk up on you and choke you to death for no reason. So, I mean, we're not far removed from how we're animalistic too. We don't act like, I mean, we know better than other animals when it comes to like our behavior. We get our morality from the same place they get theirs, motherfucker. Ain't no, ain't no need for no. So the advancement of humans includes exactly. Think about your immune system. Your brain is sending signals to your immune system, telling it to fight off these. Why is your body fighting off shit that can kill you? Why is it doing it? If clearly your body wants to survive and keep going as long as possible. Clearly. So even if even without God, even if we talking just purely scientific, your body wants to continue. Your mind, your brain is telling your body, hey, fight that off. Get those germs out of there. What is that? Your immune system is defending your body. Why? If we weren't supposed to, I guess, continue on, then why the fuck is our body fighting off germs and shit on its own? Were we designed to do that? Why the fuck is that happening? We can explain all this shit without God. Damn, if your body wants to keep going, that means keeping on is important to us, clearly. Even if you have a Hitler or a Paul Potter, some shit like that, the human body don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but your fucking body don't lie. Your body wants to continue. Our body wants to reproduce and keep going. That means the best way for us to do that is to stick together, treat each other right, and build something that all of us can use. A unity that keeps us lasting longer. So clearly this shit is all, I mean, what you gonna base it on? A God that'll drown you because he fucked up and made you wrong? That's what you gonna base your morality on? All right then. Yeah. Grow up. Grow up, nigga. Try using the free will lies to heaven and see if the crazy thing about this shit is, like, think about it. For real. Okay, for real. We make a lot of jokes about free will. Just think about that shit. Okay. So we got free will. But what do we even, I mean, if we got free will, what is the problem? I guess that's my biggest question. If you say I got free will, what is the problem with anything at that point? What could you say to me? Well, you got free will, but I mean, what could, if we really got free will, what's the problem with anything? You, like, why is he mad? What thou shalt not worship no other God. Why not? Why do you give a fuck if you gave me free will? I'm trying to understand what's the big issue. If you said I can do what the fuck I want, what is your problem, big bro? I don't get it. I'm confused. So I have free will to choose between you letting me worship you forever or you slaughtering me and burning me forever. It's not really a choice, is it? I'm straight. You know, y'all need to do some research. Go watch a video on like Christians talking about what they think heaven is like, and just picture yourself there. Damn. Just picture yourself there. Like, okay, so 24/7 all day, I'm gonna worship God. You don't even worship your bitch like that. You don't even worship your man. You don't even worship your woman like that. You don't even worship your dude like that. You don't wake up and be like, man, I got a fine ass woman. I'm a worship her. You don't even do that to no, like, could you imagine praising and worshiping all day, every day for nothing? That's crazy. And then the alternative, being okay, so they have desensitized it. They lighten up a little bit. They say hell is not burning and all that. It's separation from God. So you're gonna be separated forever. Okay, what does that look like though? I'm not understanding. Because well, if you gonna play that game with the Bible, that's not that. I mean, I don't. I'm thinking about why would any person with their head on straight believe in this? And the only answer I could come up with is they're scared of dying. I'm scared of dying. I don't want to die either. I'm scared of dying. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Man, I hope I don't die in my sleep. I don't want to die. I'm scared of dying too. But I'd be damned if I'm gonna go around saying, hey, I believe in this because I'm scared. Man, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. And no, I don't think you should either. I don't think you should base your life on something because you're scared of it. I'm scared of what he gonna do to me if I don't pray to him every day. It's a weird way to live. And then I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe if I pray to God, worship God, give my life to God, things will get better. But if you really pay attention to the Bible and read it, it tells you you're supposed to suffer like Jesus did. I made a whole live stream about that. Y'all got to go find it. You're called to suffer. As a Christian, you're called to suffer like Jesus. So what is the benefit to being a Christian if the whole purpose of giving my life to God is so he can treat me bad like he did Job and put me to the test and make me suffer? I don't get it. You cannot sound like, I swear to you, religion and religious people, they want the world to end. They want us to die off. They ready for the rapture. They ready for that end time shit. They ready for it. Think about what you got to believe to even be a part of this shit. You have to accept that you're called to suffer. Because if you go to one of these smart ass Christian debate things and you do like a Q&A, you ask them, why, when I give my life to Christ, things don't get better for me? They're going to give you a weak ass example of how God, he works in mysterious ways or some shit like that. Like he's not obligated to help you. But what the fuck is the purpose of me believing in you, dude? Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? So I'm supposed to give my life to Christ, but nothing's gonna get better right now. I have to wait till after I die. Then why did you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, if we get this shit after we die, what's the purpose of us living? Let's cut out the middleman and get straight to the part where he just give us this shit. That's too easy though. He would rather us suffer and shit. He would rather us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who the fuck is this? What are your thoughts on? Let me look this shit up. Y'all be asking me questions. I don't know what the fuck I have the slightest idea what the fuck that shit is. Zorar. Okay. Zoroastrianism, an ancient Persian religion that may have originated as early as 4,000 years ago. It is one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions and one of the oldest organized faiths. Zoroastrianism is based on the teaching of the Iranian speaking prophet Zoroaster. Zoroastrianism has a dualistic cosmology of good and evil within the framework of a monotheistic ontology. It emphasizes a never ending battle between good and evil, between the religion's God, Ahura Mazda, and an evil spirit. I mean, wait a minute. It says many scholars believe Zoroastrianism influenced the belief system of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It sounds about right because as I'm reading the description of it, it sounds like something that came before that, but it was clearly too. It was all over the place, so they dumbed it down and made it to where the one instead of having it, it says it's like a dualistic thing where it's two, but I think the people who came after this, they took it and was like, okay, what we're gonna do this is make it to where it's just one God that created good and evil and created everything to make it simpler. Because this is very because it says it emphasizes a never-ending battle between good and evil, between the religion's God, Ahura Mazda, and an evil spirit, a Herman, nigga, Ahriman, Ahriman. Believers have the freedom to make good or bad choices. So this, okay, wait a minute. That makes okay. I think I might prefer that over the other shit. It's kind of interesting. I like that. It's an Iranian religion though. Let me write that down too. Goddamn. I'm gonna need that for later. Wait a minute, little bro. She kind of the more you read, like if you just kind of skim through it, is whatever. But as you keep going, it's kind of like, that's some shit to look up later. Man, I'm glad I saw that comment. Shit, I would have fucked around and missed that if it weren't for me scrolling up. Okay, then. I like that. I like that. I like that little religion. That shit live. Wait a minute. What? Let me catch up. Zoroastrianism. Okay. I got it. I'm sure like fuck. We're going to have free will. We're going to have free will in heaven. Then why can't we have? Okay, I saw that comment. This person says, I offer to explain it. I'm super stoned right now, though, so I stutter a lot. Explain what? I don't even know who you. Goodwill Blunting. What did you offer to explain, and why can't you explain it? Because being stoned shouldn't stop you from making sense to a degree. Of course, I don't. You know what's funny? People think I be high, but I'm high off life. I don't need to smoke to laugh, have a good laugh. I'm a natural jokester. I'm like fucking Heath Ledger in this bitch. I don't need no drugs. I'll be turned off life. Greetings and salutations from Jacksonville, Florida. Your story said no one can prove it. I said I could. I'm the philosophy guy from Discord. Your story said no one can prove it. What story? I said I could. I said I could. Okay, hold on. Philosophy guy, Discord. I don't think I know who the fuck that is. What exactly were you? So no one can prove it. No one can prove what? Did I say this? You're short on YouTube. Oh, yeah, no one can prove it. Are you talking about the existence of a God? Well, I guess you could prove that everything, you could at most you could get to deism where you just say, oh, I believe in a God that created everything and just sat back and does nothing now. There's no way you could be like, I can prove and demonstrate the God of the Bible objectively to where everyone can verify. Like, stop that. Your God is not oxygen. It's not like oxygen where everybody needs it and it's demonstrated verifiable across the board that if you don't have oxygen, you'll fucking die. Rationally. Rationally. Yeah, you high. You got to be smoking that good loud or something. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But I doubt it. If you say you could prove that shit, I don't believe you, Jack. You just talking out your ass. That nigga said, keep going, my dog. Man, I got to, G. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard on that ass. Cuz. When nowhere ever learns the truth. I'm confused that, like, nigga, is you a Christian or what you talking about? You confusing me. What you mean? Wonder why no one ever learns the truth. The truth about what? We know the truth. We done read the book, nigga. I got the. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I hate when niggas think I don't know what I'm talking. Where that goddamn book at? No, I ain't slow in this bitch. Ain't slow in it. I know I ain't stupid, cuz. Hold up. Like, what you saying, cuz? Or what you tell me what chapter I need to turn to so I can turn to it. Let me know, G. Where I need to go. Okay, I got your Bible. Bookmark. Let you know I've been reading it. Man, I'm good at this shit. I swear to God. Okay. Where I need to go? Why do the 10 commandments go from first to third person? Because I don't know. Shit. Let me. Why? Hold up. Let's let the big man answer these questions. I guess if you watching, this person asked, why do the commandments go from first to third person? Huh? You hear that? Because I don't hear shit. What that nigga? Hey. Tell your man's gonna speak for you. Why does it say my God and thy God and not our? I don't know. Why are you riddling me, nigga? Tell me, explain it to me. Shit, he don't want to tell me. You don't want to tell me. I mean, clearly you know more about your religion than I do. So you explain it to me, Jack. I mean, you're smarter than a fifth grader. Okay. This nigga typing. Do you want me to? I mean, what time is it? It's 12:01. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me see what I got. Let me see what, because you talking a lot. Let me see what you got for me. Just because this is not a string, it's not a planned thing. I don't have nothing to lose. Go ahead. You can click that right there and come on up and talk to Black man.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not let my congregation hear from you people? I feel like an evil person the way I'm talking. Like, why not? If he joined, I'll let him explain it to me. If not, we're gonna go on. We're gonna ignore him. Okay. I can't just let you get in here and talk, G. You gotta come on up. I'm gonna give you the flow. I ain't gonna interrupt you or nothing, because I mean I got people watching. They want to see what's going on with you actions. You extions. You ain't even got to put your face in the camera, bro. Just click the thing and put your name, and it's gonna bring you to the thing. I'll see what you. Let me hear you out. I said earlier I'm open minded to whatever. Hold on. Oh. Embrace the villainy. All right, look, he done joined. Let me see what he telling me. I'll put myself to. I'm look. You got the small screen until you start making sense. I'll do this. If you start making sense, I'm gonna do this. But until then, I'm gonna put you. I remember you. I remember you too. I'm listening. Go ahead.
All right.
Entertain. Look, I got my
Do I have
people.
to mute something? Hold on a second. All right. I was getting an echo.
Is that a cigarette in your hand?
No, it's a blunt, bro.
Oh,
I told you I'm stoned.
What you smoking on?
I told you it was a blunt. All right. So, any computer programmers, and why am I getting a fucking? Oh,
turn the YouTube off so it don't.
Yeah, I got you. My bad. All right, I got you now.
Listen, entertain my people. Don't bore them to death.
I'm trying to, bro. You want to talk? You got any computer programmers out there? Any like coders? No. All right. So civilization is the program. Religion is the software. The Bible is the code. And yeah.
You're not even a Christian though. What you doing?
No, I'm not. I don't believe in God. I don't.
They don't helping.
They don't believe in God either in the Bible. Listen to Jesus says over and over again, he's not the Son of God. 100%.
What the fuck was that? You saw that?
Read fucking Ecclesiastes. It says what? We all meet the same end. And nothing is new under the sun. They don't even say there's a heaven. I could tell you why the resurrection was made up.
So why you don't believe? Why you not a Christian? Why you don't believe in God?
Because God's not real, but the fucking Bible is.
Yeah, I agree with you. So what do you mean? You said God's not real, but the Bible is. Okay.
People argue over whether or not the Bible is a good source of God when we have one but not the other. So why don't we assume that the people that wrote the Bible were just people?
Yeah.
And we misunderstood what the fuck they were talking about.
So why you play me like you? What?
Well, I mean but that's the question. I want to know. It doesn't matter if the Bible, because it seems like everyone just has this feeling of God, and then they argue whether or not the Bible is like a good representation of that. Mm-hmm. When it says over and over, like, you will not die and go somewhere after you die. You do this for a long life on earth, so it will go well with you, and you live a long life on this earth. That's in the 10 Commandments. That's coding for survival instinct, which is foresight. They talk about foresight and intelligence and knowledge and wisdom constantly. And that's survival instinct for a human. That's what the coding is.
So then we agree.
Well, I think the thing I see with atheists is they hate.
So you're not an atheist?
No, I'm a human being. I don't know what these labels are all about.
Wait, okay. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so you don't believe in God, right?
I mean, I believe that I mean, I don't know how people feel about the word metacognition, but I believe that there's a higher objective self that you can achieve if you understand, like I sort of backdoored it by accident, enlightenment. Like I understand it as, light in the darkness. I see the truth, and that's enlightenment. I
Huh.
got cotton mouth like a motherfucker.
So you don't believe in God. You're not convinced of a God, but you believe. But
The I am. Do I believe in the I am? Yeah. Put no other God before me. Yeah, I believe that it's me. I believe that it's the Father in heaven is like
man, I thought you was one of the. You don't play me. You don't sucker me to get up here.
as above, so below is a hermetic principle. Those are the keys to the kingdom of heaven. What is loosed on heaven is loosed on earth. Bound in heaven is bound on earth. Jesus was a hermetic.
So where do you and I disagree? Where do we disagree at?
I've read some books from atheists and shit. I think they just hate the fact that Christians believe something so kind of ridiculous. And like what Christians have done with the Bible is they haven't read it either. The Bible itself is actually like fucking gold. Like the Bible itself is like legit. But what people have done with it, bro, we could read. Tell me something that confuses you about the Bible. Because
hold on, wait, no, because you said it's legit. What do you mean by that?
It is all right. So if you can look at, like, say, the Old Testament, like a computer model for a bunch of different strategies, all the tribes of Israel, one strategy came out the other end. So they looked at the rules that they followed. This is like the what is it? The code. This is like the source code for like the civilization, right? Like which so the idea is in evolution, follow certain rules, right? And the contact theory, game theory, they've computer modeled this, and tit for tat came out the most optimal strategy. The strategy that plays by the rules, enforces and follows the rules, outlast all other strategies. That's what this social psychology computer model, whatever, found out. So if you look at tit for tat drives other strategies into extinction, then do unto others would sum up the law and the prophets. So if you treat other people the way that you want to be treated, by default, you follow a list of rules that you've made for yourself, and it goes well with you, and you live a long life on the earth.
You high as fuck right now, ain't it?
I mean, I'm high, but I'm not like confused. I can tell you.
Well, see, why are you talking to me like I'm a computer programmer? Okay, you said the Bible is legit.
Well, I mean, what angle could I come from it at?
I mean, so you saying because the book has got a strategy? What
you believe we're organisms, right? So as an organism, I cannot tell you what I think without using words and signals and shit like that, right? Like I can't get an idea out of here into there without using language.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So we connect to some degree using words. Right? That's the basic. That's the basis. Then it goes.
Oh, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, you said we organisms. Well, no, I'm not laughing at you.
Well,
okay, so wait. What is it that you're trying to say?
I'm setting a rule. I'm showing you like a rule, and then we'll follow the rule as it goes through the book, and you can see how it plays out.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying about all of that, but the Bible is not like the it doesn't have a monopoly on like books with structure and a map out of like we don't need the Bible for what you're talking about right now. I thought you were saying like how, you know, well, I thought you really fooled me. I thought you was one of them, but you're not one of them. You're one of us. You played your role, but
I'm not. I'm telling you that if you understand what the Bible is saying, then it is talking. This is the difference between human rules and the commands of God. We convolute what we read with cryptic shit because we can't figure out what the fuck it's saying. But like if you follow, because if you try to include like a Gospel of Thomas or something, a Christian would say you can't include the extra Gospels because every word that's been put in the Bible is carefully selected. Okay, well, if that's the case, then let's carefully look at the fucking words. And it's like, no, you interpret those. And it's like, okay, well, you're missing the parts where he's saying, I'm not the Son of God. And you're not going to go to a heaven after you die. And sure as fuck enough, everybody missed it.
Well,
he would ask
ask
them point blank, who do you think I am? And they're like, the Son of God. He's like, you are wrong. That was not shown to you in the flesh. That was shown to you by my Father in heaven, which is just a representation of a voice in your fucking head.
But wait a minute. I thought correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they crucified him because he was talking all that crazy nonsense about him being God and all that shit. Why did they kill him then? If you telling me he was saying he wasn't God, why did they kill him?
Because like the things that he was saying went against like their core beliefs that God is this thing up in heaven, which is the second fucking commandment. Don't make a thing up in heaven and worship it. Don't do that.
What was he saying to go against that though?
He wasn't. He was saying that hold on. Well,
you're simultaneously telling me that he said he wasn't God and all of that. You're not gonna, go to heaven after you die and all that. Well, then I'm like, well, why they kill him then? I thought he was saying some nonsense. So what was he saying?
I think sometimes I like understand this part, but I think that he made them feel really fucking stupid. And they didn't understand what he was saying. Because if you look every time they ask him a question, he answers it. Every time he asks a question, people just like walk away. They're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" They just walk away. They don't answer. And if they had like answered his question, like who was David talking to in the spirit? If it's his son and he calls him Lord, who was he talking to? And they're like, oh, this guy's crazy, and they just walk away. And he's like, no, there's an answer to that.
Well, you are the first person that I've heard like talk about it in like a computer programming type of way. I ain't never really heard that logic, so that was new. I like that.
Well, it's algorithmic. You say nothing other than yes or no. Anything else comes from the evil one, right? Like it's algorithmic. It's log. And so if you understand that about like human brains, then you understand that some brains can't perceive a whole lot. Their perception of everything is formless and dark. And then you might understand that in the beginning of the birth of consciousness, everything was formless and dark. And when we understood things, then we put them in order, we named them, then we use them to grow food, we use them to procreate, we use them to be fruitful and multiply. We use these understandings that we gained because we developed language, we wrote it the fuck down, and we looked at how it worked in patterns. And that's how we developed structure.
So I asked you, were you an atheist? You was like, no, you a human. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a human too. So what is the difference between you and I? Well, okay. Well, no. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Because I don't want you to answer that. I want you to answer this. What is your okay. What do you think an atheist, or what do you think an atheist is?
Well,
now, okay. Well, yeah, you can answer that. Don't take too long. I want to see if we are on the same page. Go ahead.
Well, I've read, like I think that atheists see the atheists have a real problem with faith. They have a real problem with faith, and
Okay, hold on. Okay, so well, no. I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock. Go ahead.
Well,
ahead.
it's this suspension of rationality, right? This reasonable, rational belief. But um, atheists have a whole lot of faith in the way Christians interpret the Bible without actually going and reading it, understanding that God's not real now and wasn't real then. So even if it was a person talking to themselves, what was it saying? You know,
Okay, hold on. You said you said atheists have faith in the way Christians do what now?
interpret the word of God.
So I have faith in the way they interpret the word of God.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, if you go and read it, like Jesus says clearly he's not the son of God and that they're fucking up his like what he's saying. He calls him stupid all the time. He named one of them.
Okay. So are you okay? Wait a minute. So you telling me it ain't no verses in that book where he's saying he's the son of God and all that shit? No.
There's one part where he meets a Samaritan woman, but she's being super fucking racist. She looks at his face and she's like, "Oh, you're a Jew. You can't come here." And he's like, let's play. He's like, "You don't have a husband. You've been married 5 times." And it's a game I like to play called "You Never Met Your Father," and you can just tell when people can't regulate their impulses that they can't stay in relationships and shit. So he reads her, and she goes, "Are you the son of God?" She just told him he wasn't welcome because he was a Jew. And he was like, yeah. And
so you telling me, okay, so because you saying some shit, I don't know. Okay.
So here's, for example, he told people to sell all of their belongings and join and follow him. Did they though?
Okay, so what about his little miracles of him feeding the people the fish? Like
We're
this
like
is what the book said.
We're like 90% of the people blind, or were they blind to something? Could they not see something that was going on?
I see you got a point. But I'm saying
have
though,
a shitload of blind and deaf people walking around.
I see you confusing me because
I just look at it rationally.
You're saying that this person never claimed to be God at all.
Jesus.
Right.
Well, okay, so there's
no, hold on, wait a minute. Did he claim to be God or not? No,
no.
He
claimed.
What the fuck? So I see what you're saying. So where did the Christians get this notion of Jesus is God? Where they get that from?
It's like this binaural wave that they form in their brain between what they read and what they want it to say.
Right. Okay.
So if you see them read it, they just add words like spontaneously. They're like, "Oh, it's the Spirit of God up in heaven."
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, why are you adding words?
I see what you're saying.
So
they're reading into it what they want it to say. Like it says one thing, but they're like interpret. Yeah. So why do you say I have faith in their interpretation when their interpretation is what it say there? Like if you read if a Christian reads the Bible and say this is what they got from it, I can only go off what they said to me, right?
Right. And I get that, which is crazy because like I feel like everybody misinterprets this concept that prophets try to explain.
Okay, hold on. Wait, so are you saying everyone's misinterpreting the Bible? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So are you?
Well, I mean, potentially, but I know how it connects. Potentially, but I think I'm closer than anyone else.
Wait, see, and that's okay. That's what's confused me. That's why I thought you was going with it. So look, though. So I guess I agree with you, but I disagree. Okay, so you telling me everybody got their own interpretation and everyone's wrong, but you're closer to it than us, like than them? Then so why you not well? You already answered that. You said you're not a Christian because the person that they worshiping, he didn't claim to be the God, right?
Yeah. It was like, but the disciples directly misunderstood everything he said. Like it's hilarious.
So do you believe in God?
I mean, I believe that you can achieve.
You said meta. What did you say? What did you say earlier? I didn't write that shit down. You said what?
Metacognition.
What is that?
It's like, okay, it's the ability to like view yourself as your neighbor, so to speak.
Okay, what does that got to do?
Because if you treat yourself like your neighbor, or if you treat your neighbor like yourself, then you use less energy. I got caught now. You use less energy to consider the situation, right? It's more energy efficient. And so when it comes to understanding, if you like, one second, like if you have
Go
all
ahead,
of
go ahead.
these complicated ideas about what humans are and like what the different races and what the different like sexes and all these complicated understandings, and your brain is just filled with like all this information about like the small portion of like existence, right? But if you understand rationally the limitations of like reality, regardless of what other people tell you, then you can move on in your thinking to consider like broader concepts. I'll be right back. I got to get some ginger right.
I so I actually know him. He used to be, I don't know what happened. I thought he was an atheist at first. I guess not, but so what he's saying is I'm gonna see if I can get it right. Basically, we have faith in the Christian's interpretation of the Bible, but I guess everybody's wrong. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he's a troll. I'm gonna say I need to look up that word he just used. Let me hold on. Give me a minute, because somebody else used it, but metacognition.
Metacognition.
I thought I was gonna read the definition. I guess not though. But anyway, it says awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. Yeah, but I don't. He put it on drugs to read my car. Oh my God. Jesus Lord have mercy. But that was interesting though. It was interesting. Well, the way he was talking, I thought he was a Christian at first, but I guess not. That nigga said everybody's interpretation is wrong, but he's the closest to. I don't know. I need to look that up. What I asked him. I asked him, did Jesus claim? I mean, hold up. Did Jesus claim to be God? Right. Jesus did not. It says Jesus did not call himself God during his lifetime. Okay. However, in the Gospel of John, Jesus what? Even Google. Okay. It's saying y'all can't see that. Can y'all see that? It's okay. Y'all can't see that. It says Jesus did not call shit. Zoom. Hold up. Can y'all see that? I wanted to focus. Jesus did not call himself God during his lifetime. However, in the Gospel of John, Jesus does call himself God. Okay. What? So you mean to tell me these people? I'm confused. I'm confused. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, listen to this. Okay, I found something. So John John chapter 8, verse 58 says, Jesus answered them, I solemnly declare it, before Abraham came to be, I am. This was the name God gave himself when he first communicated with Moses. So yeah, I know that. I knew that though. That ain't a new. It ain't my religion. That shit weird. It's confusing too. That shit is it's annoying to read. It's annoying to it's just this shit is stupid. Because on one hand, it's saying he never claimed if this is true that he never claimed to be God, then why is everybody calling him God? I mean, I don't know. I don't know at all. My boy. Yeah. I want to see if I can hold up. I want to try something. Give me a second. Let me pull something up. Hold on. I've been itching to try that. I don't think it's gonna work because this should be lagging, man. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to go to bed, but I'm not sleepy at all. It's crazy. I gotta get a new mic. I don't like this mic at fucking all because it's weird how I gotta fucking you see how I gotta use it. I don't look at this like a I just don't I don't like it at all. I mean, because sometimes I be talking, but I gotta it's like I'm not even talking into this bitch. Let me find what I'm looking for. You gotta arm up against them though. I didn't become an atheist until I read the Bible. The dispensaries, the discrepancy. I said dispensaries. The discrepancies start at the very beginning and don't stop until the Quran. You got well. That's crazy. Yeah, but shit is fucking stupid. Where this fucking shit at? Damn. Give me a second. Come on. Where the fuck is my shit at? Man, I hate when I don't got shit pulled up that I need. Okay. Give me a second. Did Jesus mean God? I don't want to watch an hour-long video. What the fuck? This is a minute long.
Who's he quoting? He's quoting Exodus 3:14, the burning bush. Who's he quoting?
I want to see if I found something. Give me a second. What's going on? You ain't no Christian, is it? Oh shit, what I just do? How do I hold on, man. Give me a second. My bad. I had to give my computer permission to do what I'm trying to do, and it told me I had to leave and come back. So it just fucking booted me for that. Hold on. I was trying to find a little something we can watch to see if we can. Okay, here you go. Here you go, right here. Damn. Pull this bitch up. Yeah, let me see what we got going on. I have not seen this before. I just want to see if he gonna say something that we can talk about. But I hope he do. I'm gonna be mad if he don't. Okay. Yeah, let's pull that bitch up. I want to get inside it like that. No pause. Let's see what he say. All right, let's turn him up. Let me see what he talking about. Put this bitch on the big screen. All right, let's see what he's saying. He talking. Let's see what he talking about. I'm finna pause. I'm finna play this bit. Hold on.
14, the burning bush. You remember when God appeared to Charlton Heston?
I just want to know from the Bible perspective, why isn't there a unambiguous, unequivocal statement that where Jesus says, "I'm God," to worship me?
Okay, yeah,
Well, he did.
it's a good question.
Where's that statement in the Bible?
It's in John 8:58.
Okay.
When he
Which
said,
is-
before
which is what
Abraham
I
was
just
born,
read.
I am. That's why they picked up stones to stone.
Right, which is what I just read. That's what I
Stone him,
thought.
because
Okay,
they-
go back.
Well, he
Listen
did.
to him.
Where's that statement in the Bible?
It's in John 8:58.
Okay.
When he said, before Abraham was born, I am. That's why they picked up stones to stone him, because they knew he was claiming to be God. What's that a quote from? I am. Who's he quoting? He's quoting Exodus 3:14, the burning bush. You remember when God appeared
I
to
just
Charlton
read that
Heston?
too. So, right. That okay. So when mm. Mm. Okay.
Moses says to Yahweh, who should I tell the Israelites you are? And Yahweh says, tell them I am sends you. What does I am mean? I am means the self-existent eternal one, the being that had no beginning, the being that would have no end. So that's who Jesus is claiming to be. That's why they decided that they needed to stone him. In fact, I always ask people, for people who don't believe Jesus was God, I say, well, why did they kill him then?
Right. That's exactly. That's what I just okay. So I am on point. So remember when the dude was just in here, he was like, Jesus never. He said, "Let me get on it." He said Jesus never claimed to be God, and so I asked him. I said, "Well, if he never claimed to be God, why did they kill him?" Which is what he just asked. And so I asked him, "Does the Bible say does Jesus say in the Bible that he is God?" And he said no, but I mean this guy, he just quoted exactly what Google says. John chapter 8 verse 58. Before Abraham came to be, I am. Right. I know I wasn't tripping. I figured it was in there somewhere. They wouldn't have killed him if he wouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit. But I know I wasn't tripping.
I mean, did he get killed for saying love your neighbor? Does that get you killed? Love your neighbor. You must die. No, that doesn't get you killed. You get killed for claiming to be God because it's sedition to the Romans and it's blasphemy to the Jews.
Which, yeah, that made sense. Let me pause. I didn't mean to play that. But yeah, that made sense to me. Okay. How do I take this off? Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see if I can. Who did Moses physically tell that to? I thought he told it to the shit. I don't know. Let me see if I can find out. I have no fucking clue. So what you want me to type in? Who was Moses talking to, nigga? I don't know. What you want me to type in? What should I type to answer that? Who did Moses physically tell that to? What do I type? Do I put who was? Because I'm curious too. So Jesus did claim to be God. That's why he got his ass killed. Right. But shouldn't have been talking shit. It is 12:38. Shit, it's gonna be 2 fucking hours. Oh my goodness. I need to take my ass to sleep. But I'm not tired at all. At all. So I'm waiting on you to. Who the fuck is Peter? Oh shit. Hold on. Let me bear with me. Hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
You don't. Who am I? I saw you in the chat on Orange channel
On who?
while ago. On Ross channel.
Oh, okay.
And and that's when I looked up your channel and I subscribed, and so I just happened to listen.
Go ahead, man.
Your rant about the mic. So that's what I don't understand. What's wrong with that mic?
This mic?
Yeah.
What is the position that I have to? I don't like the shape of it. Like it's because you have to. Like, okay, if I could talk into this part, that'd be cool. But you have to talk into the side of it. You see, it doesn't sound right when you like. I would love for it to be like this, where I could just.
What kind of mic do you think I have?
You got the Yeti, right? I'm assuming.
I've got the exact same mic.
Right.
And it's half an arm's length away from me right now.
Damn. That shit sound good.
Oh
no, I'm I done seen all the other YouTubers using that damn Shure SM7B, and I swear I'm gonna get one. I want to,
Normally the mic sounds like this, but I just fix it.
No, yours sound good.
Then it sounds like this.
So what do you? I guess. Well, did you see what we just did? We just watched that video on
Yeah, the thing about Jesus that
because
why he was killed.
Yeah, because we had a guy.
From what I know from the Bible, and we do the Bible study on Ross channel. But so what I know from the Bible, Jesus never claimed to be God.
So did you just see the video we just watched though?
Yeah.
With that guy,
Frank Turek.
Right, Frank. Yeah.
Frank,
you don't have enough faith to be an atheist. Yeah, I know.
He's not the most honest person on the planet, right? I mean,
yeah.
I think we can agree on that.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to set it up so he can do a debate with Aaron Ra, but
that'd be amazing. I don't think because I've seen Aaron Rod. He knows a lot about the fucking shit. Like he know his shit, man. That's a bad motherfucker. That's a bad motherfucker.
The guy has a photographic memory, for the most part, especially when it comes to evolution and to all the different species that have lived. I mean,
that's exactly what I was trying to say. That's a bad motherfucker.
I struggle with all those names. I mean, I work with two of those guys. So I don't know if you know Jackson Wheat. He's one of the people that helps Arn sometimes with his videos. He's an evolutionary biologist. I mean, when those guys start talking, I mean, I feel like the dumbest person on the planet. But I've got other skills, so I produce the shows. I don't know if you've seen me. I produce the shows for Arn and for Jackson. So
you do a good ass job, man. You do a good job.
You.
Your work does not go unnoticed, because when I be watching, I be tuned in, I be paying attention.
Well,
but I'm listening.
If there's ever anything you need and you think that I can help you with, just hook me up, because I like helping people.
Oh shit, yeah, you ain't said nothing but the word, man. What is your name? I don't even have your name on.
My name's Peter.
Right. I see it. It says
Peter,
right.
Peter the Tucker. I'm from the Netherlands. I do have my own channel. Gonna go for it.
Well, hold on. Let me let's. What's the name of it?
Gonna go for it.
You gonna go for what?
That's the name of my channel.
Oh, you're gonna go for it? Gonna go for it?
I can explain. So
I'm about to type that in.
I grew up in the Netherlands, and there are young Earth creationists here, but they're only a few, and I had never heard of a young Earth creationist. And then for some stupid reason, I'm on YouTube, and I get a video from Kent Hovind, 100 Reasons Why Evolution is Stupid, and I clicked on that, and I thought, damn, there are people who actually believe this, and they are adults, and they believe this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's when I thought I need to go do something. So my first thing was a Twitter account, and I thought, well, okay, what name should I have? And so I thought, well, I'm going to go for trying to help some people, so I'm going to go for it. So that's
so how do you spell the? Is it Gonna?
Gonna, yeah.
Gonna.
Yeah,
go for it.
Or it, yeah.
That's the name of the channel.
That's the name of the channel.
Okay, let me.
And so my channel, we don't do a lot of shows because I'm struggling with getting guests, because it's really hard. I want to talk to theists. It's really hard to get theists to talk to you.
Yeah.
And we did have a few dumpster fires, which also doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I also do graphics and stuff and do shows for other people. So still enough to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to find it. Gonna go for it. So you do like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I produce 3 shows a week for Arn Ra, 1 show a week for Jackson Wheat. And then I hang around on all kinds of different channels where people have open mics, stuff like that. Like to jump in.
Come on, right at home, man.
Get to meet people.
Yeah, man. Come on home, man. Hey, the door's always open. There's always a seat on the couch over here. In the Black Atheist Rants home of.
Yeah, the problem with you is the time zone. I mean, for me now it's 6:45 a.m.
Oh my goodness!
I just
dang.
The reason I'm awake is because I just did a show with Arn
just now.
Yeah, and then I saw you go live, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna tune in for a bit, listen to what he has to say.
Shit. Yeah. Well, this wasn't really. This is like, if you look at the name, we just chilling. I was just talking some shit, and somebody brought a topic up. This wasn't really nothing like where I had a planned, detailed of what I'm going to talk about. That's coming in the future, but I was just like,
Well, that's my luck because now I got to come in and say, I like the work you do
for real.
So there aren't a lot of black atheists around. I mean,
will you please hold on? Let me give you. I mean, look, I wish. Hold on. Let me give you the spot. No, go ahead. Talk your shit, OG. Go ahead.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of black atheists around. I knew of one at least because I've got a brother in the U.S. and he's a black atheist. I'm white, by the way, but he's black and he's my brother from another mother. I met him on a Christian channel, and while we were talking there, I could start a sentence and he could finish it, and vice versa. So we hit it off right away, and so he's a co-host on my channel. I don't know if you've heard the name Robert Reed. He has his own channel as well, Gin and Truth, Uncle Bobby. So yeah, I mean, but there aren't a lot of black atheists around, which I really think is kind of weird, because you'd think that they would be more outspoken, but
I'm trying to get I'm trying to get it going. Is this who you talking about right here?
Yeah,
Gin and Truth.
That's my brother.
I gotta hit your boy up. So what is he? Is he in the Netherlands too?
No, he's in Texas.
I need to talk to him. I need to get his Instagram or something. I'm gonna hit him up. He gonna try to come on here. Me and him can try to do some.
He's on. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter
or X or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's for sure X now. It's X on this motherfucker.
He's RC Reed 40 on Twitter.
RC Reed 40. I got
40.
Yeah, Robert Reed.
And if you tell him Peter told you that he should talk to you, then you should be good.
Yeah, Robert Reed.
Just tell him Peter sends you.
I got you, Peter. So so I'm listening. I cut you off, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a message.
Oh shit! No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was trying to remove the screen. I pressed the wrong one. Yeah. I'm listening. Go ahead.
See, that's why you need to use OBS. I mean,
I got. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to get everyone to go just use OBS.
You're absolutely right.
So much more functionality when you use that.
Yeah, StreamYard is fucking. This for kids. This child's.
Well, I know it's not a bad platform, but I mean, you can only do so much with StreamYard. You can do so much more with OBS. I mean, and you can make things look nice. And this is my philosophy. If you look at the Christian channels, those are the people who have all the money, so they've got the nice looking stuff and everything smooth, high production value. And if you look at the atheist channels, they don't get that amount of money because you don't have a ministry, so you don't have people donating to you, and right. So you have to get by with what little you can get. So if we then as a community can help each other and up the production value of several channels, then I think that the better your production value is, the more people will stick around and listen to what you have to say. Because obviously, if you spend a lot of time on your channel and how it looks, your message has to be good as well. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, this is how I think, and this is why I do what I do.
No, you're right.
But you're
absolutely right.
I haven't seen that much of you. So what is it you usually do? Is it do response videos or do you have guests? What do you?
Well, I kind of been out of the game for a minute, but so usually, okay. Well, when I first started, I was doing a combination of everything. And then, you know, at first they had it to where I didn't know about StreamYard. So at first it was like you couldn't go live until you had 1,000 subscribers, I think. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So once I hit 1,000, I started going live. And that's when we really started getting this motherfucker rolling. And everybody started coming on home, and we started getting the subscribers started going through the roof once I started going live. And it's kind of I do it all. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm really, you know, I like to do reaction videos or Bible study videos or shit. We just go live and talk, or we just go live and I go live and it's a serious, I have an actual topic that I'm talking about. I do it all. Like it's not really like a set. Well, I'm only gonna do reaction videos. Or I'm only gonna do I try to do all that shit. Cause it's not the only thing I don't do is like the only thing I don't do is like maybe like animated shit. That's all I can't do. I don't know nothing about that. But everything else, I do it.
Well, it's good to diversify. I mean, that means you're not going to run out of things to do.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people, and I've had it myself. At some point, you get a burnout. You're struggling with the things you want to do, and you can't get the people on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got an incredible team of co-hosts, but getting the guests is really, really hard.
Yeah.
I got it late for you as well.
Yeah, it's 12:53. So usually I have this app called Google Tasks, and what I'll do is like throughout the day, I'll think of like good ideas that I can't just stop and focus on. So I have to take notes and just write it down and come back to it. I got so many video ideas, and like every time I run across a video I like, I might clip it or save it to watch later and do reactions. So I got some shit coming. I just kind of just had a little, like you said, like a little break from YouTube, but my next video, since I stayed up so late tonight, I'm not gonna be able to do it tonight. So I'm recording to, I guess, later on today, since it's a new day, and it won't come out until Wednesday. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start pushing these bitches out. Like what I'm trying to do is I want to try to get ahead of next week. So next week I'm able to post every day, but I'm not recording every day. I just already made them. And so once I get ahead of next week, I can just, okay, I got a video for Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week. Then that means I'm ahead of the week after that. And I can just record on the days where I'm posting. It's like I'm gonna catch up and I'm gonna get ahead. That's my fucking goal. Damn, it's fucking.
So you're gonna post every day? Oh, damn, that's a lot of work. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work for me. I mean, you're muted. You're muted at the moment. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you still hear me? Can't hear you.
Hello, mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, now you're back. Now you're back. I couldn't hear
You
you.
muted.
You
They
were
like it
muted.
muted. Can y'all hear me? Nah,
Yeah,
shit,
you're back.
man. That's why I hate fucking Mike.
See, and that's why I have my mic a bit away from me, because I get animated at times, and I was hitting my mic, and then
Yeah. So I know you hear me now because I can hear you again. But I was talking. You didn't hear shit I just said.
No, nothing.
I told you I got to get another.
And you got your headphones. You get your headphones hooked up to the Yeti.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's why you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I put it in the because these are really like Bluetooth, but when you put this fucking cord in there, it turns into like a auxiliary basically. So I just use it because this some good ass headphones to use. Them damn beats, but nah. What I was saying, I'm gonna fucking mute. What I was saying was, damn. So what was the last thing I said? What did you hear me say? And it cut off.
We were talking about where you were doing shows every day, and I said that's
yeah,
a lot of work.
Yeah. So my goal is not to do them every day, but if I can get ahead of next week, it's gonna seem like I'm doing them every day, but I'm really caught up, and I'm just, you see what I'm saying? Like if I make this YouTube, people don't know how hard this YouTube shit is, but if you can fuck around and break through, you can make some money. Because at one point I was making so much money, but I already quit when I slowed down. But so my goal is I'm gonna try to make like, okay, if I make 3 videos before next Monday, when Monday comes, I'll just post the videos that I've already made. But while I'm posting those videos, I'm making the ones for the week after. So it's kind of like if I can get a week ahead, I'll never have to make a recorded video, then sit there for 2 hours and edit it, then post it. Then I won't have to do that because I'll be ahead a whole week. So that's what I'm doing. Since I haven't been recording anyway, I'm just gonna take a whole week and get ahead of the next week and just start from there. You see, did that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so a while back, this was when I saw you in the chat on Orange channel, which is and as I said, I'm Black Atheist just stood out, and I thought I'm gonna check that channel out. And then you had a live stream with several people on it, and I only later figured out that you were mirroring that from another channel.
Yeah. So that YouTuber, she had she's an atheist, but she don't her channel is not like this. So she had texted me on Instagram, and she was like, she having an atheist panel, and she subscribed to me, so she know I come with that heat, that pressure. So she asked me to come over there, but the problem was that I'm like, damn, I'm over here, but can't nobody on my shit see it. But I saw in the top right corner, it's like, if you want to stream it to your channel, press this button. So I'm like, well, let me click this motherfucker. I pressed the button, and it streamed it to my shit.
Yeah.
So here,
So, but you were on a panel, I think, with four atheists, and there were I think two believers on there.
Maybe 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was waiting the whole time, and I think if this is the spot opening up, I want to jump in because they had a link.
Yeah, I think you might have been on.
And then the show ended before I got a chance to come on, because I really love the conversation on there as well.
Yeah. So my thing is, the problem with me is I don't have any Christian friends that'll come on and do that. You know, if you see my video, I'm talking shit. They don't want to come on here and get cursed out, and I'm talking crazy. So I'm trying to, for the sake of, because man, that's what I was saying earlier when I'm like, for the sake of fucking doing this shit, I'm gonna just be like, you know what? I
Christians
think it's
are so afraid of words, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you say shit or I mean, that's you can't say that.
But this is the trip part though. They be DMing me on Instagram talking shit. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm at? Yeah, come on, man. You know why I be. Man, look, you say, hey, come on this mother, but see, they know this treacherous waters.
You can't wade in these waters. Jesus can't help you walk on this shit. This shit tough. They don't want to come over here. So they
it's really easy to hide behind a keyboard.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
You gonna go to hell?
You
start,
start,
man, shut the fuck
mm-hmm.
up. I'm sorry.
And if you start talking to the people, and then what I do is I let them talk. I don't know if you are you familiar with the street epistemology?
Yeah, I know what that shit. Yeah.
So I learned from Anthony Magnabusco back when he was still doing videos. I had him on my channel one time, and so I think that really works, because if you get to talk to someone who is a believer, and you let them talk and just ask questions about what they say, but that's also where a lot of people won't come on, because they don't have the answers. They're just repeating what they hear in church, and think that, okay, if I'm going to say this, then the atheist is going to listen. No, then the atheist is going to come up with a question.
Yeah, they don't like
and
that.
And you need to explain it. And then you figure out that 9 out of 10 Christians haven't read the Bible. And that's when I really start having fun, because I've read it twice and still read parts of it daily. 9 out of 10 times, I know better what the Bible says than they do. And they hate me for that. So,
well, which version do you read? I'm curious.
So what I use a website called Bible Hub, which has, for pretty much every verse, several different versions of the Bible. I don't like the King James, because a lot of what a lot of people don't understand. So I'm from Europe, and I've got several friends over in the UK, and so the way the King James is written, it is written. It came out in 1631, I guess, was the first one. I forgot exactly when. But the language they used back then was already 200 years old English back then. Damn. And they did that on purpose, to leave out certain things. So you won't find the word slave in the King James Bible, because it will say bondservant. But in the UK, bondservant was the words used for slave. And this is, the American people don't know that. They don't do their research. They don't like history. I mean, if you tell people, okay, did you know that King James went in front of the English government to defend the fact that he was bisexual by saying, hey, Jesus was gay, so why can't I be gay? And then I got Matt Powell on my channel. I don't know if you know Matt Powell, Kent Hovind's sidekick. And he rage quit on us when I said that. Because you can't say that about King James. I mean, why can't I say that? The guy had his boyfriend in the bedroom next door with a connecting door between the two bedrooms. I mean, this is something you learn in history class when you live in Europe. That was King James was doing, right? Yeah.
They didn't teach us that in my history class.
Yeah, see? But people get mad when you say stuff like that. And so that's what. Yeah, if I need to look up a Bible verse, I will look it up on Bible Hub, and you can also have the scholarly annotations with it. So the explanation of what exactly is meant with that particular verse from different scholars. So that's a good tool to have, I think. And yeah, now we're doing the show on Aaron Ross channel, where we have a guy from Israel who can bring in the notes about the Hebrew Bibles, which is basically the Old Testament. And one of Aaron's friends is a Bible scholar. He only does shows about the Bible and about everything related to Scripture. So That's where I learn a lot as well.
This is you are you talking about this? You just did this right here. You just right here, that one. Is that what y'all just did today? Or
No, we did biblical cosmology. You have
right
to
there.
look under.
Then that
one,
was an hour ago.
Yeah. I just made I made all new artwork for that one. So that was a lot of fun to do.
Oh yeah, I like that shit. You did all this shit, or this one right here?
So all of the artwork on the Blasphemers Bible, reading Joseph Smith, and Quran lessons. That was all my artwork, and I produced those shows. So
damn, that's nice.
I've been doing it for over a year, maybe 2. Yes, I don't know. I lost track, but it's a lot of fun to do. And Arn is a great guy to work with, anyway. So, and I also do matter of fact science with him, which is, I mean, that's where I meet the cool people. I met the guy who found Tiktaalik. I met the guy who found Lucy. Ken Miller, who's famous for the textbooks in biology textbooks in the U.S., but also from the Kitzmiller versus Dover case.
Yeah,
I mean, you get to meet people like that. So what's not to like, right? I mean, and I've obviously a lot of fun with Arn.
Nah, that shit nice. No, I've always been a fan of Arn though. When I first came out of the religious nutcase hole, I started watching him and Matt Dillahunty. I used to watch that shit at the same time. Fire, man, that shit. Yeah, but I aspire one day to be, you know what I'm saying, like that for the black community. It's just damn.
If you put your mind to it, there's nothing that could stop you. I mean,
you're right.
As I said, I met
but
Robert
you don't understand,
on
man. This shit, like, I'm in a place right now where this ain't no religion to these folks. They don't know nothing about no like black people don't do other religions. We don't even, that shit taboo. They don't even talk about other religions or the possibility that there isn't. And they don't talk like that. It's literally like this religion. Okay, so a lot of different places have their they have a culture. They have a culture and it's almost like religion is our culture. Like this is
it was made to be.
Right. So it ain't no black culture and then the religion that you may No,
because when they brought the slaves to the US, they forced them to become Christian, and they even made special Bibles that left a lot of stuff out. Just to make sure that the slave would just obey, right? I mean, even in the New Testament, Jesus says, slaves, obey your masters. So, and this is why, for me, it's so weird that you see black people holding on to Christianity this hard when it was literally used to subdue them, to get them in line, which is, and that's the part that I don't get.
Hold on, Peter. James, it sounded like you had some stuff in the background. Pause it, and I guess you can interject into whatever me and Peter talking about. We just chilling. So what's up? You can unmute it now.
What's good, man? Can y'all still hear it?
Damn, you eating your mind. You gotta get up off there, motherfucker.
Oh, it's far away from me. That's the crazy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I guess it's extra sensitive, so it picks up.
Nigga,
Can y'all hear the stuff in the background?
It sounds like you're in some kind of psychedelic movie or something.
Yeah, like you in the streets of New York or something. God damn.
Yeah,
but you good though. It's not too overpowering to where the people that'll come back and watch this later, they can't watch it. So you good. Go ahead.
What's
All
up,
right,
man?
I'm dropping over there. Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah, I ain't seen you in 5 months, bro. What's
Man,
going on?
talk your shit, man. What's up?
Yo, so I understand what the brother was talking about with culture, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah. So when it comes to us over here, we built ourselves as black people. We built ourselves off
Mhm.
of the religion that was given to us, right?
Right.
So the problem is that they took away our ancestral religions. They took away our African culture, our African language, and then they injected themselves into that, to which like the African American or even the Black Caribbean or the Black South American culture is really an attempt at white European culture. It's particularly the ones that enslaved us in the particular areas that we were brought to. So that's the issue that we have to fight, because when we already shedded the whole slavery thing, we have to shed the mental shackles now, and Christianity is
Yeah.
a huge part of that. Huge part of
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
But
I
so
agree.
how do we do that though? Because I mean, like, black folks ain't trying to hear that shit we talking about.
No, you're right. They're not. They're really not.
So
So
how do we do it? I'm listening.
so my thing is like, how we gonna do it? I think we just gotta be educated, because it ain't gonna happen in our lifetime. Not gonna happen
Yeah.
in the lifetime of our kids or our grandkids. It might
You
happen
nailed it
sometime
there.
in the future, but we're not gonna
You
see.
you nailed it there. Education is key. And from what I've learned
Education.
since I've been online,
Education. I'm listening.
education in the US is abysmal. It is really, really bad. And the reason for that is because you've got these school boards where parents and neighbors can get on a school board and decide what the curriculum is. These people know jack shit about what you need to teach kids. They know nothing about science. They know nothing about culture. And these people are going to decide what your kid is going to learn in school. That system is just set up for failure. And
Education.
that, yeah. And the good thing now is that you've got the internet, so you can, what you lack in your education, you can brush up on that on the internet if you know where to find some good education. But there's lots of YouTube channels, websites where you can educate yourself. And so I think that is the key. And if I don't want to come off as sounding anywhere racist, but I think that black people in the US still have it worse when it comes to education, because they're in the schools that have the least amount of money, because they're usually in the neighborhoods that have the least amount of money. So those kids just suffer because of the position they're in. And that is
right.
I want to add. I want to see if I can segue this. Okay, so check this out. So you would think that, well, okay, so where I live at right now, there's literally churches, multiple churches on the same street, like 2 houses down. It'll be a church, a corner store, a Family Dollar, and another fucking church. It's like we have literally more churches than schools, literally. And then that ain't even the worst part. The worst part is that's where the black folks taking their money to. But it's okay if we gonna put all our money into the church. Cool. What are the kids getting out of it? Why? I feel like they got all our money. They should be the most. They should be the most in tune. They should be like the most hard pressed on us getting a better education. And you know what they want, and that's not. You know what they want to teach us? That the earth is fucking.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm from Philly originally. There are corner store churches, bro.
Do you hear me?
There are stores there are churches that are on the corner like a corner store. They used to be corner stores. They turn into corner stores, and then they turn into churches, bro. That's
Peter,
how it is.
Are you hearing this shit, Peter? This is what I'm telling you. This shit for real, dog. Ain't no.
I live in a country. I live in a country where there's churches up for sale probably every month. and so because people are leaving churches in droves, and so we're 80% upwards of 80% atheist or non-believers. That's how people identify in my country. And so the difference, and this is one of the reasons that I have a co-host on my channel. I've never been religious. I grew up being an atheist. The whole God item wasn't a thing. It never played a part in my life. And then talking to people in the US, things are so different there. I mean, because there's no way to get around religion in the US. It is literally everywhere.
And talking your shit right
yeah,
now.
man.
Yeah. And
your English is pretty good, man. You from Netherlands?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. You the only Europeans that got good English.
I mean, I was hampered in school. I was better in English and German than I was in Dutch. So
yeah,
I left school with really high marks for English and German, and I barely scraped by in Dutch because I live in a part of the Netherlands with a very heavy dialect, and so
what Friesland?
No, I'm in the eastern part, close to the German border.
Okay.
So James, you said there are corner store churches, like
corner store churches. Like it's like it would look like a corner store to anybody else, but it got a little cross on there, and it's a church. And it's funny what Peter said. We got where I'm at now. There are churches up for sale, but those are like the nice ones, the ones that were kind of built by white people, the ones that the white people attended. Those ones are being turned into lofts, right? And the ones that are on the corner store are the ones that are making the money, because it goes by community. Again, when it comes to education, that is the biggest tool. So like, I don't believe in teaching kids to be atheists. That's not going to do anything. Right? Because you don't necessarily need to be an atheist, right? But when it comes to this stuff, critical thinking is key. So if you're going to teach a child anything, teach them to think critically. Right. That is going to be the linchpin on everything, because then because there's atheists who believe the earth is flat. There's atheists that believe that the moon is not real. I know people who are atheists, who do not believe in God, do not whatsoever.
Stupid people are everywhere.
I want
every crazy thing under the sun.
I want to write that down, because you just said something that got me thinking, and I didn't really think like that. But hold on, before you keep going. I went to the Okay, so critical thinking is more important than teaching people to be an atheist, because like what you're saying,
right?
You cannot believe in God and still be a fucking idiot.
Exactly. Critical thinking fixes everything. Now, you can be a critical thinker and still believe in God as your own personal thing. You're not going to get a culture of people of religious dogma if there's critical thinking involved. You know what I mean? Right. So like, people can separate and, the thing in their mind where they can believe in science and believe in evolution and believe in this and still have a personal God, right? So if I was to follow a religion, right, I will follow ancestor veneration, right? And someone else brought up something which is also really interesting, where they also do descendant worship as well, where you do things now in order to make a better future for people in the future that you will never meet, right? So you're setting up a world where they can live in a better place, right? So you're not thinking of like your own mortality and your own salvation after death by doing good things here, but by doing good things for future humans, right? And ancestor veneration, because I can prove that I come from two people and they come from two people, and so on and so forth. I cannot prove that there is a God. I do not believe that there is a God, but I can easily more prove that I come from two human beings.
You said ancestor. I'm not trying to cut you off. You said ancestor what?
Ancestor veneration. Not necessarily worship, but veneration. I honor that.
Veneration.
Yeah, this is Africans do this thing because you know what's interesting about our ancestors in West Africa, right? And Central Africa, they have concepts where a god comes down and creates everything, and he creates everything, he or she or it, and they just go away, and we can't talk to them, we can't communicate with them or anything. The god just comes down, creates, and goes away. The only people we could talk to is our ancestors, our fathers, our mothers' fathers, and mothers' mothers. That's all we can talk to and communicate with. This is shown in a lot of religions in West and Central Africa. This is where we come from. So it's kind of a deistic point of view in a sense. I mean, of course, it's still spooky. Of course, they still had their superstitions, but you know, it's not dogmatic, which has also led them to become Christians and stuff like that because there was no set doctrine. But they're not really our ancestors were not dogmatic in nature. This is a very like foreign concept to us historically that was kind of forced in our communities historically in the Americas. So like, you know, this is why it's also foreign. Like when you understand and you learn these things, you're going to understand that, you know, this is not even the people who brought this to us, the European, this is not even their culture either. Christianity is not even their thing. This is really a thing that was only supposed to be within Judea within a certain time period amongst a certain group of people. That's who it's for. It's not for anybody else. Or some real stuff. Like Jesus only really came for Jewish people. He didn't come from nobody else. He didn't come from no Gentile. He didn't come from nobody in West Africa, nowhere in Japan,
and a lot of
nowhere in Europe.
A lot of Christianity was adopted from other religions just in order to get the European people to embrace Christianity. I mean, there's simple things like Christmas trees, for instance. Those were the pagan trees. There's literally in the Bible that you can't have those, but they adopted that and made it a Christian holiday, and they changed the date of birth of Jesus to make it fall on Christmas, where it was originally the winter solstice that was celebrated.
Right. They said this dude was born in March.
A lot of this stuff got mixed into Christianity.
So wait. So you saying okay, so I guess December 25th was what was it originally?
The winter solstice.
Actually, the winter solstice is the 21st and the 22nd.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they just did that. Saturnalia is around the 25th.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, Saturnalia. That was it. Yeah.
What is that?
That's like it's a Roman holiday where where slaves and masters kind of switch roles and stuff like that. It was basically to celebrate Saturnalius, which is basically who is Saturn in the Roman pantheon? It's Zeus, right? I think. I'm not sure.
Saturnalia.
That's
ancient
that's
Roman
where I
festival.
lack knowledge. I don't know. Don't know exactly, but I mean, so we know that there's just an awful lot that was incorporated into Christianity that came from the pagan religions, just in order to make it more likable for the pagans to join. So,
bro, it's a lot, bro.
But it happens with every. Man. It happens with every religion. If you look at Judaism, a lot of that came from other religions as well. Judaism started out as a
polytheistic religion.
It's late. Polytheistic, yeah. Yeah, it's late. I'm trying to figure out what words to use. But that's where it started out, which you still can see in the Bible, because even in Genesis it talks about the Elohim, which is a pantheon of gods, and they created heaven and earth. Right. And then later on in the Bible you see all these kinds of different gods. You see Baal, every kind of god comes past. And the weird thing is that Yahweh, who's now predominantly the Christian God, was an old warlord god back in ancient Israel, but he also had a wife called Asherah. And Asherah is completely written out of all of the religion. But she was God's wife, and she was the
Who?
goddess of fertility. Asherah.
What's Asherah?
It's like
Yeah,
A
if
S
you so
maybe.
one of my favorite Bible scholars is Francesca Stavrokopoulou, and she did a great television show. She did a documentary about going back to the roots and figuring out where Asherah came from, what the story was in the beginning, and how she got basically written out of the Christian religion. Because and here's this is another thing, and this I have so many problems with religion. First, it is to subdue your women, so women can't talk, and so now you have a goddess who's equal to Yahweh, and you can't have that, because women need to be submissive to the men, right?
Mhm.
They have to be submissive to the man as the man is to Christ. So the woman needs to do whatever the man wants her to do, which is the thing that I have a problem with. So that
Yeah, highly
it's not-
misogynist.
yeah. So, but if you wanna check that out, I think the documentary's on Daily Motion. I think the title is "Did God Have a Wife?" But if you Google Francesca Stavrokopoulou, she's now under fire because she wrote a book about God's anatomy, and I think she did an entire chapter on God's penis. So that it's a pretty interesting book.
Hey, yo, Bar,
Yo,
you want to hear something funny?
go ahead.
All right,
I'm
so you know the Hebrew Israelites, right?
Oh,
Yo,
do I?
all right, so you understand the concept when they talk about people being Edomites and everything, about the white man being an Edomite.
Mm-hmm.
How about Yahweh historically is first attested in Edom before it is in Israel, and that Yahweh might have originally been a Edomite god that they took and made the god of their pantheon. Well, yep. So in so in all cases, even to them, they follow the white man god.
Okay, so
according to them.
how do I wrap my brain around? Y'all fuck me up. I ain't gonna lie. It's fucking 1:28
Yeah,
in the morning.
I'm
man.
looking at the chat. I was looking for the word. Marquis Stewart just said it. The Jewish religion got a lot of from Zoroastrianism.
He brought this he brought this up earlier though. I had already wrote this down. It's literally on my paper from earlier. The problem is
that's where the flood comes from, because the flood didn't start out as a worldwide flood. It started out as a regional flood where and I forgot the guy's name, got on a boat with all of his animals because he was going to the market, and that's where the animals got on the boat for. And then it was adopted in Christianity, where it became this worldwide flood with every animal on the planet, which is obviously completely impossible. But this came from Zoroastrianism.
Man,
Yo, Zoroastrianism has a lot to play, especially because it was after the second the Babylon. No, it wasn't the Babylon. It was the Persian Empire, and they took like the elites in Israel over there, and then when Cyrus the Great let them back in, they took a lot of these concepts, right? So you get a savior concept, a Messiah concept might have come from Zoroastrianism because they have a Messiah character there. The idea of hell might have come from Zoroastrianism. There's a lot of things that Zoroastrianism plays in the history of Jewish thought, which is eventually going to be led into Christianity. So there's a lot of things, and there was a lot of ideas. There was no codified thing, because I think the earliest Torah that we have comes from is after the BC era, like the oldest complete version. Because this book is just that book is a whole mishmash of different things and different perspectives and different ideas of what God is that people wouldn't agree with. That's why the Bible has contradictions, because they don't
that's
agree.
what you have in every religion, right? I mean, It doesn't matter where you look. You've got that in Judaism, you got that in Christianity, you got that in Islam. you've got all these influences from other religions that they just adopted in order to make theirs more popular to more people. And it's I mean, if you look at it, if you want to start a religion, that is what you need to do, right? If you want to have the most amount of people join your religion, then you have to make it so it appeals to other people from other religions. But yours just has to be a little bit better. And that's why you get all this. That's why you get all these amalgamations from different religions. If you look at Jesus, a lot of the things that Jesus did came from Krishna. Krishna did all those things before, dying for people's sins.
Who? What did you say? Chris what?
Krishna.
Is this why they call him Jesus Christ?
No. Krishna is from Hinduism, I think. It's
the
Eastern.
Yeah, Christ comes from Christos, which is Greek, which means anointed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's probably our same root there because the Indo-European languages.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which religion you look at, all of it is a means to control people. That's all it is. And this is another thing why I have a problem with it, because if you grow up in a church, and especially when I look at the American Christian churches, you need to listen to the guy in the pulpit or the guy in front of the church, because what he says is gospel. Hello. Is gospel.
I'm sorry,
you're not.
You got it. Go ahead.
Right? Can you guys hear me well?
Not taught to think. You have to listen to the guy who says you what to think, and that is my problem with religion in general, because it kills skeptical thinking. It kills asking questions and learning, because if you're in a church, and I've heard this from several people, and you start asking questions, you need to go. Because
I can attest this from personal experience alone.
So this is our friend Marcus. He's been in the chat with us all night. I done egged him up. He fired up. He wanted to join in on our dialogue, because I'm learning. I'm gonna tell you, I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm taking it in. It's live, so I can come back and watch it. So Marcus, I guess we're gonna let you interject and get in where you fit in. Go ahead.
So just to give a little context of my background, I'm only 24, turning 25 tomorrow. But oddly enough, I did grow up in a deeply Christian family. I have 2 pastors on both sides of my family. But technically, my first exposure to religion was, oddly enough, God of War and the Greek pantheon, before I was ever exposed to, the Christian God of the Christian religion.
Hold on, did you say God of War?
Yes. Listen, I know I shouldn't have been playing that game as young as I was.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that came out like 2002, bro.
Yes, I know. I'm young. Shut up.
Go ahead.
Regardless,
you guys just want to make me feel old, right? I mean, I'm 61.
It really messed up my youth pastors when the very first thing I asked immediately after our first children's church session was, I pulled him to a side and asked him, hey, listen, I've heard, Zeus is the god of thunder, Poseidon is the god of the sea. What exactly is the God of the Bible the god of? What is his name? What is he necessarily supposed to be so powerful of, that he's so control over? And that threw him for a loop. He didn't know how to answer it. I was 11 at the time.
Wow.
He said, well, he's the God of everything. He controls all of the stuff. And immediately, from the very moment something clicked, said, that does not make sense.
The moment you start reading the Bible and you really start reading what it says, it makes less and less sense. There's only one tool to make people atheists, and that is go read the damn Bible. I mean, There's
Yes,
so many things in there that just don't work.
One of the things I've recently been going on my own personal little rabbit hole is something that, oddly enough, my dad pointed out to me. He's deeply Christian, and it was Father's Day, and he asked me, my brother, do you know what God's name is? You know, me, I've already been already been an atheist at this point. Already had a lot of research. Well, Yahweh, Yahshua, Hosanna. There's a lot of names for it. And he said, "No. What if I told you it points to it right in the Bible?" I didn't believe him. Next thing you know, Exodus 34:14 says, you should not have any gods for me, for I am jealousy, capital J. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe that's a problem with the King James Version. Maybe that's just a loss in the English translation. I started doing deeper research into it, started deciding, maybe it's not the King James, started looking into other translations outside of English, even into a little bit of Latin, because it took Latin, even went further deeper into the ancient Hebrew. The ancient Hebrew for the word is chana, meaning zealous, in the first person, quite literally stating he is jealousy in body, the god of jealousy.
They call him the heavenly host. He's a war god.
Wow. Come on, man.
So when you take into context of everything he does it because he is a jealous war god.
Yeah. And so if you get to it, what the Christians say is that God is perfect, right? But if God is perfect, then why did he create anything? Because tell me what you can do. What can you do to improve perfection?
So
nothing.
He wants to stroke his ego.
I watched the video. I told you I'll be in their spaces trying to watch. I'll be trying to get a gist of what they own. And so the video I watched earlier, the guy said that the reason why God created all of us is because God is love, and he wanted to share his love with other things. So he created us in order to, this is what the video said. Now, I don't agree, but this is what the video said. He said he wanted to share his love. So he created us because God is love. That's what he literally said. I have to find the video. I literally got to find it. I just watched it earlier.
So God is love, but because Adam and Eve ate of the fruit, he damned everyone that came after them, because that is what love is, I guess. And then
jealousy.
When he figured out he messed up, he drowned the entire planet except for 8 people. One of them, the patriarch of those 8 people, was an habitual drunk. So that was the only righteous person on the planet? You really think so?
Yeah.
That was it? The entire Bible doesn't make any sense, because in the Garden of Eden, you had 2 trees, right? You had the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and then you had a tree of life. Now, God told Adam and Eve not to eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil.
Right.
But how would they know that they were doing anything wrong if they hadn't eaten from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? They wouldn't know right from wrong. So they had to eat first. But what if they had eaten from the tree of life first and then from the tree of knowledge and good and evil? Then they would have lived forever. This is the part they also leave out. And then you've got an omniscient God who creates Adam and Eve, knowing that they're going to eat from that particular tree that he doesn't want them to eat from. Why did he create them? You know what was coming.
It's simple. God created specifically Adam and Eve to feed off of their faith. Faith is supposedly what drives him and quote unquote other gods' power. By giving them
he
faith,
didn't create Adam and Eve. He didn't create Adam and Eve. He created Adam and Lilith. Lilith didn't want to be submissive to Adam. Lilith wanted to be on top while having sex, so Lilith was kicked out. Hey, I see a familiar face. Hi, armchair.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I don't think it's that people use faith. I think faith is a particular argument that's used in the Abrahamic faiths, because it's funny, because you got to understand, like, these gods back in the day, they just represented people. So a people group, in a sense. So they were the patron gods of these particular group of people. It was like people having a basketball team or a football team. You know what I mean? So whenever they went around and they conquered whatever, you know, they destroyed other people's statues of their gods and everything like that, as their god toppling over the other god. So when it comes to things like this, the Jews seem to subvert the idea that, well, it's not our God's fault, it's our fault that we are in this situation. It's not that our God abandoned us, it's that we did something against our God. That is the narrative that had persisted throughout the centuries, because all the other Canaanites gave up their gods. The Europeans gave up their gods. It's like a lot of other people groups gave up their gods if they became part of the Abrahamic faiths, because they lost faith in their ancestors' gods and they just adopted this one. And faith was used in order to back the legitimacy of this God, because a concept like that is not really there in the ancient world. If a God fucked you over, you just said fuck it to that God and you went on to another God. That's just what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot more, I guess, more integrity back then as a human being.
Which explains there should not be any gods before me. That's sort of fail safe to throw in there.
Yeah,
right,
and
right.
then they've got a problem, but then they have this guy Jesus show up, and he says you can only get to the Father through me. When it says in the Bible you can't have anyone else before me, and now there's Jesus, so that's where they came up with the Holy Trinity. That's when they came up with the fact that Jesus is God, because Jesus was contradicting the first commandment. And you can't have that, right? You can't have a Messiah violating the first commandment. But now Jesus has to become God. When it's clear in the Bible, he says in the Bible several times that he isn't God. And why would he be praying to God, asking God for things when he is God? It wouldn't be necessary.
Yo, that whole thing is politics, bro. On some real stuff.
Go ahead.
No. That whole thing is politics, because earlier Christians didn't even believe Jesus was God. They believed in all kind of crazy stuff about Jesus, but at least what I've heard about the story is that when they had the first council to kind of codify and, like, you know, standardize what Christianity was, Arius was the biggest opponent to, like, a lot of the Christian early fathers. I don't know if it was the Council of Nicaea, the Council of Trent, which one was first, but yeah, it was Nicaea, the first Council of Nicaea. They told him the wrong day that it was on, and they shut him out so that he wouldn't be there to argue that Jesus was not part of a Trinity, because he was anti-Trinitarian. So they closed him out, and they made sure that they came to a vote that the Trinity was the way that they were going to see Christianity, and they made Arius a heretic, and they got rid of the Arian tradition of Christianity, which is non-Trinitarian, throughout the centuries, by basically just killing them off. So there's a lot of politics on how we view Jesus, a lot of politics
Actually,
on how we view a lot of the Bible.
And a lot came from Paul, because Paul contradicted Jesus as well. Jesus said you need to follow all the commandments, and Paul said no, you don't have to do that, because Jesus has fulfilled them, and now we don't need to. Yeah, now you don't need to follow the commandments anymore. So Paul contradicted Jesus on several things, not just the commandments, but he was also the one who probably made Jesus the main guy within Christianity and promoted him to being God, because it's a silly concept, because Jesus was 100% man and 100% God. That's not possible. You can't be 200%, because that's not how percentages work.
Go ahead. Finish.
And why would Jesus be asking God if he was God? He would have all God's knowledge if he was God, right? So
Right, because you're right.
Exactly.
Because this thing on Gethsemane don't make sense.
No.
Where he's sitting there talking about, I don't want to take this cup away from me, for I don't want to drink this poison. Like he wouldn't do it. But like, why would he have that conversation?
And one of the most famous things that Jesus said on the cross, Father, why have thou forsaken me? That is something that is still in dispute, because in the earliest scriptures, that is not there. It was
right.
Put in later, but so scholars are still looking for it because they don't know how that happened, why that happened. So that is something that is still in dispute. There's a lot of things so incredibly wrong within Christianity itself.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's actually interesting as hell.
If you look back, the things that we know never happened. We know Noah's flood never happened. We know that Moses never existed, that the Exodus never happened. All of that is, we know that, and still millions of people believe that's history, right? I mean, it's in the Bible. If you go and check the Bible against what we know about history, I mean, pretty much everything the Bible says is wrong. It mentions a couple of places that actually existed. The place where Jesus was born wasn't even a town back then. It was a graveyard. It didn't exist. There was a town before Jesus was born. It was a town after Jesus was born. But at the time of Jesus' birth, there was no Bethlehem. It was a graveyard. That was it. So, yeah,
we know. Man, it's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah. What I find interesting, right, is that like even when you look at Mark, right, and Mark conveniently, when it ends, it doesn't mention a resurrection. Resurrection is mentioned in Mark, no, in Matthew and Luke and John. Like, but Mark is considered to have been written first, right? So like there's a bunch of different sources and traditions about this one dude within his own lifetime. So the consensus is that this dude existed, but he is a heavily mythologized person. He might have not even said the things that he said. I mean, like, if he did, he would have been considered a heretic, because he's obviously going against Torah, even though he says that he has not come to change the law. He's not changing anything within Jewish tradition. He's not changing halakha, but he's interpreting in a different way. But so many people viewed this one man as all these different things. And not only that, there was other people claiming to be Messiah during his lifetime. There was other people who said that they were Messiah in his lifetime, before him and after him. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And so when it comes to the resurrection, I mean, Jesus wasn't the only one who was resurrected, right? I mean, the graves opened when Jesus was resurrected, and all these people resurrected and walked the streets of Jerusalem. There's no mention in history of any of that. Because you would notice it, right? If a couple of hundred people came from the graveyards and stood up and started walking around, you got all these zombies running around in a town. I mean, people would have noticed. And then if you read the Bible, especially Jesus had to convince his own disciples that it was him. It took him 40 days to convince his own disciples that it was him. So if he resurrected and he was still the same guy, why didn't they recognize him? There is a theory that there was a twin brother, which would be plausible. There might have been. I'm not convinced that Jesus even existed, because if he had existed, we would have found him somewhere. A historian would have written about him.
Well, Josephus writes about him. But he just mentions him.
Yeah,
but that's
Josephus writes about him. But Josephus writes about him in the 1st century. So,
right.
or in the even in the 2nd century, I think it was 113
right.
AD but he didn't write about Jesus. He wrote about Christians.
Right.
And he wrote about what these Christians believed, that Jesus resurrected.
Right.
So,
and they count that as proof. But the thing is that you got to understand, Jesus was just a rabbi. He just would have been just some lowly person. He wasn't nobody important that they would have considered writing about. Right. And a lot of these testimonies, a lot of these are going to be written in Greek later on. And it's from people who would have been the children of the people who would have followed him, in a sense, because like, you know, this is how they kind of say that he's a probable. There's a high probability that this was a man that existed, but the dude that walked on water, the dude that changed water into wine, the dude that resurrected, that's a fictional person. That is a fiction put onto an actual person. So we know Jim Jones is real, but you know.
Yeah, the first gospel stem from, I think, from 70 AD. So that is 40 years after Jesus supposedly died.
Right.
When you look at the fact that the average lifespan of a human being back then was 40 years, so there wouldn't be any witnesses that had contributed to any of the gospels. And then you've got the problem that the gospels aren't written by the people who they're attributed to. So even Mark, Luke, and John weren't written by Mark, Luke, and John. They were written by a scribe who was writing down what another anonymous person told them. So this is third-party hearsay at best.
Yeah, it may be third party and secondhand. Definitely, I don't believe that there's any firsthand experience. I believe it's all at best secondhand, and at worst like fourth or fifth hand. So
and you've got the fact that and that's only mentioned, I think, in one of the gospels. I think I forgot in which one it is, where 500 people supposedly met the risen Christ. Back then, within if you had an amount of 500 people, several of those would have been able to write. So they would have written this down. This would have been a massive impact on people. And the fact that no one wrote it down, not a single person wrote it down. It took 40 years after Christ for anonymous people to write down the story. So how credible is your story now? I don't think it's credible at all.
Well, God loves playing hide and seek.
Yeah, I mean, I'm friends with a Syrian refugee who came to my country, and he's a Christian. He grew up in a rural part of Syria and then moved to Damascus, and he walked on what is told the road to Damascus, where Paul apparently had his vision of Jesus Christ. Even that is questionable. Paul was in a company. No one else saw anything. No one else heard anything. They didn't see lightning, thunder, nothing. Only Paul saw something. And if you look at how it's described in the Bible, it comes really close to someone having an epileptic attack at that moment, having a seizure. And that's when you can see things, you can hear things, and so there's a good scientific explanation for what Paul went through. So yeah, to me, and maybe it's because I never was religious. This is why I look to the whole thing completely different than someone who actually believed that at some point, which I still think is, for me, when talking to a believer or even a former believer, I have a blind spot. There's nothing that I can't place myself in the shoes of someone who has been a believer or who has grown up in a religious household. So that's why I might be looking at things differently and even be even more skeptical than anyone else. I don't know.
Man. Y'all just don't know how cool it is to just sit back and just listen. I mean, I'm literally I'm trying to be
Well,
like
now,
when
now you know how it felt when I joined social media in 2015, because I had these conversations for the first time and I was sitting back and listening to what people had to say. I mean, we all go through that. That's how we learn, right?
So the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can always come back to it. I gotta clip this, man. This is y'all. I swear it's like geniuses just at work just talking their shit. Y'all know so
Oh,
much.
no,
It's
no.
like
Oh no.
We're not geniuses. We just listened to another people. We did some research here and there, but we're far from geniuses. That's you've got Jer in the chat. Jer and I go back quite a long time. She will tell you that I'm not a genius. I'm an idiot most of it. Just ask Jer.
Well, on that note, it's 1:57.
For you, it's 8 a.m. for me, and I still haven't slept yet.
It always get good at the end, though.
See, it's in the chat. Peter's not a genius. Can confirm. See, just ask anyone. Ask anyone. I'm not a genius. I'm an idiot. I'm a bumbling buffoon at best.
So I'm gonna try to do this again, if not tomorrow, for sure Wednesday. To try to, man, we gotta get some. I see what you're saying about, like, hearing the other side, and it's hard to get I gotta try to work on my appeal to get them to come in, because they wouldn't stand a chance against the shit y'all just said at all. I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna do. I got some people that saying they gonna come up. I'm gonna see if I can get some Christians on, and we can rock out like how y'all just did and just talk. Man. Okay, so look, I'm gonna end this. I got some work to do. I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna get on it. What was you about to say, Peter?
Yeah, I have to say there are still Christians who do want to have a decent conversation. I'm currently setting up a conversation with a Christian from the UK that I had on my channel before, and he contacted me yesterday and said, "Hey, I want to go around too." I said, "Sure." And I've got a guy from Texas who's been on my channel, I think 3 times already. Really nice people, and so this is one of the things that I want to if anything that I can convey to people who have an atheist channel. If you have a dumpster fire, it's going to get you the views. I mean, a lot of people love the dumpster fires, right? That's the fun, that's the entertainment. But I don't think that is going to help anyone, and especially not if you want to keep having guests. And if you're a smaller channel, try to go for a good conversation, be cordial. I mean, if I don't swear on my channel, first of all, because I don't think that it helps in a conversation. But if you have a guest on and they're going to be offended by it, I mean, I just leave that out. I can do without. I talked about Robert before. Robert is not going to leave that out. Robert is Robert, and this is why I love him like my brother. He speaks the way he speaks, and if you're offended by that, well, then that's a you problem. I think if you can have a decent conversation, and if you can go after the ideas and not after the person, then you're doing something right. Then because that's going to lead to more and more conversations, and Christians will talk about channels where you can have these conversations, and they will tell other Christians about it, and so that's where you might be getting guests. And as I said, I haven't done much for my channel lately, which is my fault. Angera says dumpster fires attract the drags of the internet. Well, here's the thing. I recently secured the YouTube handle at dumpster fires. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but so hold on. Let me. Oh, there's.
Hold on.
I made a new logo for it. There you go. Oh, Einstein was in my logo, so that's my new logo for my at Dumpster Fires channel. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Probably just going to have fun.
What's the name of your channel?
My channel is at Gonna Go For It.
You said I'm going to go for it?
Gonna go
for it. I'll
Could you put the link in the chat? That'd be helpful. I searched it up, but I couldn't find it on YouTube either. Maybe I was. Oh, I typed it wrong. Gonna go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me do one better. So it's all one word. I didn't know that. Shift.
OGR says Peter is massive prehensile tapir dick. No, that's
there we
not
go.
me. I don't know who I don't know who that is. That is someone who caught that from the Book of Mormon show on Ross channel. That's Jimmy's fault, by the way. I blame Jimmy for that. So the Mormons had something with tapirs. They wrote tapirs instead of donkeys. And then Jimmy started Googling, and then he said, have you seen a tapir dick? And that's when it went weird.
There you go.
But that's not me.
I copied it and pasted it in the thing, so it's easy. Everybody just if you click on that link, it'll take you directly to it if you can't find it. Because I typed it, I couldn't find it either. So on that note, everybody, we get. I'm sorry.
And another channel people need to check out is Gin and Truth. That's Robert.
Yeah,
that's my brother.
Let me go back. I got that one. Let me go back to that one. Yeah, Gin and Truth was level live. Let me see. All right. How do I find a link to this? Okay, wait. Copy.
If anyone's a genius, then I think Robert is. And he's a great person in real life as well.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna check out this stuff, man.
I'm posting it now. I'm about to post it in there now.
Already, so
yeah, Gin and Truth gonna come up on his own. Yeah, so I put both of them in there. Oh, she did it too. Thank you, Aunt Jer.
Yeah.
All right. It's 2:05.
How's Aunt Jer a mod here? That's
because she. What you mean? She's been here for a minute though, man. Aunt Jer been rocking with Ball now. She been here for a long time.
Aunt Jer is everywhere.
Yeah, she been with me for a minute, been a long time. Like I've been doing this. Like right when I started going live, I want to say, yeah. So it's been, yeah. It's been a minute. Okay. Do any? Oh damn, he just. Well, I was trying to see if y'all had something to say to wrap it up before we get off. No.
Watch Blasphemers Bible.
Say that again
on Tuesday. I said, watch Blasphemers Bible on Ross channel on Tuesday. You want to learn more about the Bible? That's the place to go.
Yep. Hey,
y'all heard it here. Blasphemers Bible.
Yep.
On Tuesdays? Did you say Tuesdays, Peter?
Yeah, every Tuesday. And no, I have to go look before I say something.
Every Tuesday.
Hey, yo, you really want to grill Christians? Look up what doublets are in the Bible.
Doublets?
Doublets. It's basically the same story being told over again in the Old Testament, and there's a couple of them, especially in Genesis.
Doublets. I just wrote it down. I'm gonna look into it.
Yep. Because they can't explain that. See, when you hit them with this Bible scholarship stuff, they ain't got no answer for it. They got no answer for it.
On Jared got it again, so she put the playlist, Blasphemers Bible playlist, in the chat as well.
God, I gotta click on that too. Well, man, it was nice having you, Mr. Peter, especially you, Mr. James. You know, you've been rocking with me. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for talking. Like, people are gonna come back and watch this, and they're gonna learn something from what y'all have discussed today. Shit, I'm learning. I'm sitting here. I'm gonna have to rewatch it myself just to come back with my pen and paper and go look all this stuff up. I really appreciate y'all for coming on and talking.
Yeah, I like talking with Peter, and it's always a pleasure.
Y'all literally turned something that was just me chilling into like what we was talking about education, like what, like if you hear, I mean, the stuff y'all, man, spitting is like, man, you don't have to go look for it, because y'all bring it right here. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You gonna be back on tomorrow?
If not tomorrow, for sure Wednesday. Tomorrow, because I'm actually gonna be recording videos tomorrow. So if I finish them in time, if I finish them in time, 100%. If I don't go live tomorrow, it's because I was recording videos. But for sure Wednesday, 100% Wednesday. I'm gonna try to. I went a little. I started a little late today because I was setting everything up. But usually I'm gonna try to be like 8, 9 central type shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, no problem. Yep. That makes
sense.
Yep.
If not tomorrow, 100% Wednesday, I will not be missing out. We're gonna do like the open thing where we just come in and talk if I don't have nothing planned. So I like it like this, where we just go wherever it takes us. I kind of like that, because sometimes I be wanting to say something and then something else come up that's interesting, and then we go with that, and it's like you learn something either way it goes. So I don't, it's cool. We was just chilling. I enjoyed listening to y'all conversate, and me all of just being here. That's awesome. You too, Marquise. We ain't forget about you. Thank you for coming in, and even though your voice was strained, and you came and you did what you did what you could, what you had left.
One more thing. So, what's your first name? I never. Yeah.
Well,
or do you just go by Black Atheist?
Well,
I mean,
nobody asked me my name, but my name is Darius.
Okay.
My name is Darius, but everybody.
I knew that because I looked at your email address and.
Yeah. Everybody call me Bardo. They don't know. Nobody for some reason. I guess they just stuck with. Nobody be like, "What's up, Black Atheist?" They just be like, "What's up, Bar?" So Bar for short, Black Atheist Rant, or you can call me whatever, Darius D. I don't matter.
I put my email address in. I put my email address in the private chat. If there's anything you need help with when it comes to doing shit on YouTube, just shoot me an email. Or if you're on Twitter, find me. I'm YTGGFI. So YouTube, gonna go for it. YTGGFI on Twitter. That's the fastest way to contact me. If there's anything you need and you think that I can help you with, just hit me up.
I got you, man. Man, thank you, Mr. Peter. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I really do.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We need more people to do this, and because the target audience is incredibly diverse. So what we don't need a few huge channels that will go for the people that we want to target. We need a diversity of channels because everyone has their own approach, and so the people who might not listen to me might listen to someone else, and so we need all kinds of people doing this stuff and trying to see if we can educate people, help people, because I think religion is harmful, and the more people we get that will start questioning it and start making people think, I think that's important.
And I agree. I agree.
Right,
100%. 100%. I do agree. Well, Peter, I'm gonna let you go. I'm about to get off of this. We did 3 hours and 30 fucking minutes. Damn, that's crazy talk, man. Them back in the old days. I used to go live like 6 hours. I didn't care. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. James, Peter, Marquis,
all right, bro.
Everybody in between. Oh man, thank y'all so much, man. I feel like that was a success, That was a success. I really enjoyed the conversation. I feel like I'm gonna have to come back and watch it again so I can get all the nuggets that they put in there. Man, it was awesome. Thank y'all for coming. If I'm not live tomorrow, it's because I was recording videos. But Wednesday, 100%, I will be on this junk. If not tomorrow too, because tomorrow's Tuesday, yeah. So if not tomorrow, I was recording Wednesday for sure. My goal is to at least do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At least that's the minimum. We gonna do at least them 3 days. If I do more than that, cool. But we striving for at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that's facts. Thank y'all for coming. It was a success. We came, we chilled, we talked, we learned, we educated. I gotta come back and watch this. Hope y'all get some sleep and y'all come back. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and share the video. Show people that we talking about this shit. This shit is important. And I hope y'all enjoyed Peter, James, and Marquis coming on, and the other guy that came on earlier. I'm going. Peace.